Hello and welcome to a very special Rivals one shot. I'm gonna actually let Tanya take away what the amazing thing we're celebrating here today is, because I feel like you know the best way to describe these skins instead of me, because I'm just the dungeon master. I look how smooth I am. I'm a professional, guys. I'm a professional.
All
What a
right.
handoff.
I wasn't ready for this handoff, but cool. We are showing off our new Water Davian skins, our Lord and Lady skins. Gosrick beat us to the punch with that amazing skin that he's already got. We're all getting fancy and dressed up, and for whatever our illustrious DM is going to put us through tonight, we'll at least look good when we die. Back to you.
See, I already would have messed that up because I would have pronounced it Waterdavian, and then inevitably the chat and the comments would have been like, "This is how you say that," and I would have been like, "Why can't I make words good? Why?" But
You do.
Thank you, Tanya, for helping me out in that regard. I appreciate you. Yes, we're getting gussied up today for a very special one shot, and you can get gussied up too. Go over to Idle Champions, check out the amazing Rival skin pack. I'm sure there's some sort of promotion that V is going to pop into the chat. I wouldn't be aware what any such codes or promotions would be because I have a hard time concentrating sometimes, but I'm really good with the rules.
But Jasmine, I'm pretty sure that Brian could probably tell people about the season pass and getting all of our skins.
That's amazing. Brian, please.
The way we are just throwing each other under the bus tonight.
Under the bus or to our best abilities? Let's analyze it from from the safe side of the sidelines, Masood said.
Let's see, honestly, I would say that if you would like to get our Water Davian, see, I would have said Davian too, so now I get it, like Davian. If you would like to get our Water Davian skins for Season 7, you will need to buy the Season 7 pass, which you can do through in-game prompts or very likely on your platform of choice. Then you can get a skin for Celise, Sharif, Tahani, Kent, and Virgil. No, did I do that wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Did I do that wrong?
You didn't. It's just that Sharif was the only one whose real name got used.
No, see, it really is like being back.
It is.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Celise, Shaka, Dahani, Kent, and Virgil. And if you hop in every day, starting now, hop in for the Water Davian celebration, then you can, if you check in, I think 4 days, you can get Gosrick's Water Davian winter celebration skin, which he is still wearing shorts.
Yeah, absolutely. They're the fanciest shorts that you could
those
ask for.
Also Crocs? I gotta ask.
Yeah, they were our Crocs.
Okay,
it was inspired after
how happy he is.
It's a good time, man. There are a lot of references in the character, then a little bit of Easter eggs that you could check out. I'm gonna throw out one. Use his ult. His ult's different, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's a good time. You'll probably put a smile on your face, or maybe just Gosrick's face will come to mind. That's about it.
I know I'm gonna be working on unlocking all these great bonuses. I can't wait to get the Rivals in my lineup.
Right now, apparently.
Right now, I just have certainty.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
But I can't wait for certainty to adventure with the Rivals, because that's kind of what's happening today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of fun. It's kind of fun. So we should introduce the characters. I was ready. I was
You're ready to jump in.
I switched to I had activated my Shinigami Dungeon Master eyes and was ready.
It was ready.
The scene in Waterdeep. But no, let's go around and introduce everyone as well as who they play. Masood, we're going to take it away with you. And as a plus, let us know what you were up to last night that your character is so hungover today that they are functionally the equivalent of a level 7 character despite being level 20.
Okay, hey everyone, I'm Masood Hark, comedian, actor, and all-around goofball based in Chicago. I play Gosrick Nomad, everyone's favorite socialist businessman druid construct. All of that comes to make sense if you follow the logic of the character. But tonight, he is hammered and just really dehydrated. The issue that happened with Gosrick is that he was like, you know what? I haven't really been out in the cold in a while, and these people think they know cold. No, everyone's keep talking about it's not real cold unless you're on the frost plate. Trust me. And I just went outside and I cast Sleet Storm on repeat, just over and over again. And I just stood out there being like, guys, it's fine. I'm out here in my shorts. It's good. It's totally okay. Expended all my spell slots just doing this. Somehow used my first spell slots to cast this higher level spell. We don't know how, but it has left me just so depleted. And so yeah, however you see Gosrick stumbling out of his room is because of that reason.
Wow. Dang.
Amazing.
Latia.
All right. Hi, I'm Latia Jaquise. Today I'm playing Dahani, everybody's favorite Aarakocra Way of Mercy monk. Let's get that clear. No longer Kensei, despite being Kensei in Idol Champion. She's a Way of Mercy monk now, and I'm not gonna make Idol Champions redesign that whole thing. But here's the thing: do birds get drunk? Yes, because I have to be for the purposes of the story. I think she's got light bones, and she just had I don't know, she went on a bender for some reason, and all of the good thing, like the alcohol, is absorbed into her bones, and so now she's just like really drunk. I don't know, she had a crisis of some sort and just got really drunk.
So are Aarakocra bones also hollow? Because that would is that the reasoning?
Soak in there.
Yeah, it's just it's in there.
Rum.
Her bones are full of rum.
Oh damn! It's gonna take you a while to shake that one off, I think. Eugenio, who are you? Who do you play? And why are you?
No idea. No idea. No, hi everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm TM.
Number 2 on the things Eugenio needs to change me.
Number one's the way I'm sorry, I forgot
Are we doing
the
the
way I
survey
talk.
now? Okay, I'm going to fill it out now. Okay, got it.
Yeah, perfect. Hi everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Ends, and apparently everything about me needs to change. I'm playing Kent, our tiefling, bard rogue, but the hangover has caused him to forget everything he knows about bard magic, and a good chunk of what he knows about roguing about. All of you all have such like stories about why you are hungover today. The truth is, Kent just had a fitting for the outfit for whatever's going on tonight, and it was a fancy fitting at a nice store with very nice clothes, and so they offered him champagne, and he said, "Well, of course, because I'm fancy," and they kept refilling it, and he just thought he hadn't finished the one glass. When in fact he'd had about a bottle and a half, and that's fine. And so that's where we are today. He has a really well-tailored outfit and very little memory of the fitting.
Perfect.
Amazing. Sharif.
Hey everybody, my name is Sharif, and I'll be playing Shaka, Tiefling Celestial Warlock. And the reason why Shaka has gotten in this state is because he has been sort of inspired by Gosrick and some others to try his hand in the kitchen. He thinks that his sort of calculating skills will naturally translate into being a good cook, which, as we all know, is only part of the equation of cooking. There's also a lot of art to it. And he's been trying to make some drinks and some sort of like, I guess, alcohol-infused snacks. And he went a little overboard. He thought he kind of miscalculated some things. He was like, yeah, well, I can just double this. It won't really change much if I, just change this thing. And he got himself completely inebriated from trying to make a nice rum cake that ended up being like a quadruple rum cake.
Oh, wow. Mostly rum.
Yeah, very little cake.
Probably like a soup by the end.
Yeah. Is it like a rum cake suspension? I don't know what it was.
Amazing. Tanya.
Hey, I'm Tanya. I'm playing Sleece Astorio. Sleece is so hungover she forgot all her levels in Ranger. She's just a paladin now. And she went out drinking with Laurel Silverhand and tried to drink her under the table.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they kept going shot for shot. And at some point, the sun was up and she was back home, but she has no idea how.
I love that. I love that. Brian.
Hi, I am Brian, aka Urban Bohemian. I am playing Virgil, your Aasimar Storm Sorcerer. Virgil was also at the fitting. His went much faster than Kent's, so he was waiting with Kent and also partaking in the champagne. And Virgil's the reason that the champagne kept coming, because he was just like, yes, another and another and another. And then Virgil, you could say drunk or hungover. It's the next morning. Virgil's like coming out of the kitchen, having actually made a big thing of grog, with lime because it's good for scurvy, and is just still sipping that. So basically, it's like if I don't let the hangover catch me, I will never feel it.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. A little hair of the dog situation.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. And I'm your dungeon master, Jasmine, that bronze girl, Bular. And is this are you gonna whoosh me now?
Yeah. You want to pass it to me?
Yeah. Okay. Take it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Everybody, it's been so long.
Gotta warm up.
Wow.
Warm
Oh
up.
God, that's right. I'm gonna knock my mic right out of its slot.
Oh, absolutely.
Do it.
I feel like I should
Alright,
move my
everybody.
mic just for the rush.
Yeah.
No one else gets a running start.
You're the only one standing. All right, everybody. This time on Rivals of Waterdeep, sponsored by Idle Champions.
Whoosh.
Yay!
Amazing. Amazing. So, Kent, you are how are you nursing your hangover? I'm gonna let you take the lead on this.
I think Virgil tried to get me to hair of the dogget, but
Mhm.
like
Are you and
didn't
Virgil
get.
together right now?
Oh no. No, and I'll tell you why. So Virgil tried to get me to hair of the dogget, but got to me too late. And
Mhm.
so I like had the headache and the tummy, and then he holds up in front of me like the most elaborate of apparently rum drinks, since that's what we were all on last night.
Mm.
And just sent me scuttling immediately. I have dealt with the immediate problem, and am now probably down in the common space at Troll Skull with a big old mug of water and a big old mug of coffee, and hoping that either Gosrick or Duo is going to come make breakfast soon. Yeah.
Yeah. As you're sitting in the common space, an individual with 2 buns on her head, an elaborate brocade tunic, embroidered with the insignia of a university, Mandragora you think maybe you recognize it, comes clip-clopping in Chloe heels.
Ooh.
And sits down across from you rather unceremoniously and says, okay, so you're still going to do the job, right?
Little softer, little softer, little softer.
You're still going to do the job, right?
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
What do you do after your fitting?
I have no idea, honestly.
Oh no, because
yeah, it's
I was
fine.
getting fitted in the room next to you, and I was
That was
telling
you? Sorry.
Yes, and you said you could help me with this problem that you don't remember any of it.
I remember that I talked to someone and that I may have thrown a partially full champagne flute over the fitting dividers in an attempt to
Yeah, no, it
have
was a great
you
time.
join the party. Mhm.
Yeah, no, that part was great.
Yeah.
But oh wow, can you not hold your liquor?
No, listen, at what point did you see how many bottles were there? Listen, if you tell Virgil that I can't hold my liquor, sorry, one thing at a time. And thing number one is this headache. No. Oh, that's why people react that way. Oh God. Oh gods.
Bird.
Oh, there it is again.
Just who's yelling? Kent's not gonna like, because that definitely wasn't Kent. Kent's not gonna like this. Virgil comes downstairs, still sipping grog. Like, what?
At the table below, you see Kent bowled over by the loud shouting, and the individual stands up from the table, kind of knocking her chair back behind her, puts both of her hands behind her back, her gray cloak billowing a bit as she does so, a little heroically, and she says, yes, hello, Kent said that you were going to help us with a job today.
Did
You've been hired as the D team.
we have?
Is that sports? What is that?
No, it's a job. Perhaps you've heard of it. I give you money, you do the job.
Okay, I
have
just
the
got confused
signature
by
right here on all of the paperwork. The document
got-
it all checks out. And you do see, like, instead of Kent's signature, there's just like a smear of something. Maybe liquor, maybe a maraschino cherry.
It's what it actually is the words "I love you" in loopy cursive, written with the stem of a maraschino cherry in champagne.
That you tried to tie into a knot.
Correct. So it was all over. Yeah.
Ugh.
And Virgil just looks at Kent, demanding eye contact at this point. Yeah, is this you did this you? This is you. You
Oh
did,
yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
D team. What's the okay, job? Let's get back to the job thing, because the team thing threw me. So job.
Well, where's the rest of the D team?
I didn't even know we were called the D team until just now.
Oh yeah, me and Kent had tons of jokes about it. Big D's not. Kent, tell them.
Yeah, we had a lot of jokes. It feels like now with the headache instead of the champagne, like maybe I have a few notes about the name.
Oh, what? Now
Maybe?
you're too mature for the Big D team. Oh, come on.
No, certainly not. Let me tell you, there is nothing too immature for this crew in general and me in particular. Why don't here's what we'll do. We're gonna save time. Why don't I go upstairs and get the others, and you can fill Virgil in on the terms of the deal that I made, the job that I took, so that he knows what's up, which I could totally explain too, but I'm gonna go get the others.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Be safe. Love you.
Yeah, love you. Things. Love you too.
What is what? Okay. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I want to start Aquatics Incorporated and have a cruise ship fleet, but
No.
my dad thinks it's a stupid idea. And so I've acquired, using some of my allowance, a luxury cruise ship. It's kind of a prototype, one of its kind, with just some like liquid funds I had sitting around. And so I wanted to have, well, Kent said that you would look into this operation for me and make sure it's not a lemon before the ink is dried on the paperwork. And so, yeah, I think that the wealthy of Waterdeep are looking for ways to burn their money. And I'm looking for ways for that money to, instead of being burned, go into my pocket. And I think Aquatics Incorporated is going to be the next big name in luxury cruising for the idiots of this drenched city. But I want you to just make sure that, you know, the enterprise is running the way I want it to be run, because I've heard some weird things about it. And it's kind of, you know, it's a maiden voyage. It's one of a kind, you know, just. And Kent assured me that you were cruise experts.
from upstairs, you hear a loud but not nearly as shouty as he usually is. Kent, or my name is Kent, yell down, I think I said we were experts at taking cruises.
Yeah, that's the same thing, I think.
So, okay. Check that it's a seaworthy vessel.
Sounds like a
I
pretty good
guess
start.
I guess I can do that. Do you need someone to go over contracts? Gosrick is probably the best we have at doing that.
Yeah, and just, check out the crew, check out how this functions, right?
Got
Like
a
it's kind of like
crew
taking
already.
over. Yeah, it's kind of like taking over a restaurant. I don't want to come in and disrupt the ecosystem that's already there. So if I come online, come on board and I say, "Oh, hey, I'm your boss," that's not going to go over well. I think it's better if you kind of pose as guests, make sure everything's on the up and up, and then come back and report to me. And of course, in return, free cruises for life. But just make sure I'm not buying a lemon here.
From
Okay.
above both of you, actually, you say, "Are you here?" So I wouldn't have to fly to Chult anymore. And in the rafters of Troll Skull Manor, you see like her head kind of like peeking from in between two bars where she is splayed, wings full out, apparently having fallen asleep up there. Dahani, who's now looking down at you all. So you say free cruises for life, like I wouldn't have to fly to Chult anymore because I got I can do it, but it's like it's just so long, man.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that would be like walking everywhere for you, right?
Yeah, yeah. And like she kind of like slumps down and like flips and still like manages to like land on her feet, although it's not as like clean as it would be. Um, and then just like takes a seat next to Virgil. So what are we doing? I'm sorry. All I heard was cruise, and that meant not flying for me, and that's really the more important thing of the whole thing.
Gosh, are you guys okay? You kind of seem like you're going through it.
At the moment you say that, a loud banging comes from the kitchen, and a block of ice with a man gnome climbing his way out of. I got stuck in the freezer last night because it wasn't too cold. I've been trying to get out since I heard the word contract. Okay. Kent signed us up for, I believe, a consulting job is what you've got going here. I think for the name of Nimrods, we would love to undertake this endeavor. I think this is a great liquid merging event for us. Oh, buddy, what's the size of the operation? How many people are on the ship? How many of them are duds? Can we cut some of the fat off the top? What's going on there?
I already like how you think.
Okay.
But as of right now, the crew is about 32 strong. Some organic, some inorganic, from my understanding. Now the project itself I'm sort of an angel investor in it. It was pitched to me as a prototype from one of the kids I went to school with. And I wanted to kind of support him with his senior project. So I decided, okay, let's maybe invest a little bit. But I've heard some murmurings that there's some rough patches to smooth out. So before I allow the general public on board and before I officially attach my name or my company's name to this, I just want to soft launch it, if that makes sense, and have y'all just kind of look into it and make sure that, it's not a liability.
So as this is happening, Celeste comes in also from the kitchen with a mug of coffee, and she looks pretty bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for someone who's been drinking all night. And she's like, "I'm sorry, who was we? Who's agreed to what now?
E-team.
The what team?"
Kent, what did we land on? Was it the big D or was it the
So Kent comes back to the balcony looking rather frustrated and says, I don't know where anybody is. Oh.
We're down here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Big D team. Was one of the finalists.
Mhm.
I don't know that we settled on it. What was the other one? Dallas, which I never understood, but it was just the word
It was
Dallas.
also like
I don't
D
know.
squared, which didn't make sense because like there's more than two of you. It was there.
See, I don't.
Pardon me. Hold on. So Kent, while drinking who knows what, signed us up to be secret people on this ship. Is that what I'm hearing?
Okay, I was drinking champagne, and also this feels like a good time to go look for Shaka.
Don't you?
Why?
Don't you?
How
Oh.
much? Virgil, come get your
Okay.
husband.
Well, first off, yes, secret shoppers, luxury cruise, and if we're sticking with the D, then obviously with our group we need to go with D6.
I like that. I think
Mm.
from a brand POV, I think it's hip, it's fresh, it's new, gets the kids excited.
Are there kids on this? Is this adults or kids cruise? Are there kids
Well,
aboard?
no, it's sorry, it's just vernacular for people younger than you.
What was that?
For students.
Hmm.
No, I'm not. No students. Nope. You can keep this deal. Goodbye.
Well, I mean, this is the maiden voyage, so you'd kind of be the main people on board, right? And probably be a handful of others just to see how the cruise operates at scale. It's kind of an invite only sort of embarkation though. And based off of, the stuff you were getting fitted for, you and your wonderful husband, I think you've already got clothes, to go.
That was just like a day of the week for him. Like he always thinks we're going to need those for something. So okay, yeah, we're
Now
okay.
he does.
Yeah, to me that's just smart.
And if you think about it, Celeste, even if you don't go, like you could sell your tickets and like treat it like a timeshare on the cruise. You could make the value option of just a little nuance, a nuisance, of work. You know what I mean? Like you could make so much money out of this. That's
Gosrick,
great.
we are richer than half the gods in the
No,
pantheon.
You just already
Yeah,
talking about
but
fleecing rich people. Let's not talk about the
I mean,
richness.
sometimes power doesn't just come from money, it comes from services you can offer people, which is why sometimes the best way to grease the palm of a politician isn't to give them money, but it's to give them a gift or a service, like box tickets to the most popular bard in Waterdeep or cruise tickets that would be transferable that you would have for life. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Gosrick, are you sure this isn't like a relative of yours?
Absolutely not. I don't know if they're from the Frost Blend. We haven't seen many.
Definitely not. I'm a
Okay. Yeah.
that
Oh.
Don't be heightist about it. I mean, I don't know if you are, but it feels you
Wow.
were looking down when you said it.
Actually, I have a question because I was up there for the entirety of the time that you were in here, and I don't think you said your name.
Oh, hello. I'm Certainty Drawn.
Wait a minute.
Sorry,
I know
what was that again?
One more time.
Some people know me as like Sissy from my college.
Yeah, no, let's go back to what people who don't know you as.
Certainty.
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 It's a little bit of an unconventional name.
The last name part, though.
Yeah, keep going.
Drawn.
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, Kemp was into it yesterday. You didn't seem like a problem yesterday.
And was also a bottle and a half in, so let's just keep that moving. Yeah.
But it was a cute name.
Any relation to the Omen who disappeared the manor a couple years ago?
Well, yeah. I don't know about disappearing a manor. I had finals that week.
But we didn't tell you what week it was.
I had a lot of finals.
Guys, come on.
But I mean, Pop, he doesn't know about this project. This is extra credit.
And who are we to judge someone based on their lineage? Right? Right? Come on, Virgil.
I
You
mean,
don't do
if
that.
there were to be a judgment, it would be a very positive judgment because my lineage is pretty badass. But
Godric.
I kicked Gosrick for that.
What? Oh God. Oh, sorry. I'm still. No.
Do you want me to
I
put you
don't know.
back in the ice? I'm gonna dangle him over the ice cube.
It's not that cold.
Still
it's
not going to
fine.
be. It's not going to be cold enough for him. It's fine. Yeah.
Then how about we make it warmer?
Where's Shaka?
Yeah. If we're gonna do this, we probably should at least have everybody grown. in
Unanimous or
acceptance.
nothing? She says, like probably about like halfway through Kent's mug of water at this point.
Oh, no.
We hear a little slosh as she flaps her wing. And then
Yeah.
I just look at you. Do you have a flask on you?
No.
Yeah, Shaka's gonna walk downstairs. I can just do this roll internally because I want to see if he makes it.
Found him.
He
Good.
is not in great condition.
All of us last night regretting stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of waddles,
Oh yeah. Okay.
kind of like a waddle down the stairs, but you can see he's kind of bouncing back and forth to kind of down the stairs. And he gets down there and sees what looks like a meeting. And he just walks in and like says, "Does anybody see where the rest of that cake was?"
Cake?
Cake?
There was some crumbs on a plate in the
Yeah, I
kitchen.
made some cake.
And a
You
weird soupy thing.
Porridge? I was gonna say,
Yeah, it was.
is it porridge?
It's a cake, but there's different people have different definitions for it. But I had some cake, and I don't know, just things just got a little weird after that.
Shaka, did you bake the cake? Or did you
I
make
did.
it?
I did.
Oh.
I'm trying my hand at
You
some
did.
cooking.
I remember that before I went outside because that's yeah. He was working on it. He wanted my advice on how to, because we asked the best chef in Waterdeep, as we all know.
is Leaf
Leaf
still here?
wasn't here last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say Leaf
that
isn't
is
here, so
irrelevant to the question, guys. It didn't matter if Leaf was here or not because he asked for the best chef, and
Oh, so you
whoa,
left the manor entirely.
I was there, and then I went outside for a disagreement. I do not know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gosrick, Celeste, do either of you happen to have like a lesser restoration ready right now? I feel like that might purge the poison. Oh, you do?
She slaps you on the head.
Oh, and it is the best feeling slap Kent has ever had. I feel like until very recently, Kent was not aware that you could get rid of drunkenness and hangovers with a spell, with a fairly simple spell, and it still is just wondrous to him.
I mean, I could hit you with one too. I've got lesser restoration.
It feels like maybe Gosrick or Shaka could use it. I don't want to speak for you all, but
I can use whatever you got. And then Shaka does walk up to this person who's not seen before, and says, "Hi, I'm Shaka."
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Certainty.
So are you you're a fan?
Of what?
Well, everyone's gathered around. I thought maybe you,
He's
people
he's hiring us for
people-
a job. It's a job.
job. Oh, a job. Well, as long as it's in a couple days, I think I'll be good.
It's not. It's today.
Hmm.
Hey, you didn't even give us like 24 hours notice?
Well, it was actually Kent's idea that I hire y'all. Like I was telling him that I didn't really have much faith in the contracting team I'd put together, and he said, "Fire those guys." I'll do it. And I said, well, aren't you going to need more than a day to put your team together? And he said, we're the D team. We can do it in 24. And I was like, okay, that's
The
a really
D
great
team?
slogan. And yeah, he said the D stood for one day, and no matter what job I had, he could do it in one day. And then he added that as an addendum on page 76. If you look here, handwritten in chocolate, it says,
Gosrick
and
goes
I
and looks
just
over the
take-
contract. No,
Yeah, go ahead. No,
I take
no,
a moment
go.
and I look at it and I look at it. It's like, Kent, when drunk, you are a phenomenal contractist. This is actually immaculate. This is really thorough. It's kind of really ironclad and binding against us, unfortunately. But I mean, like, I got no notes, my guy. You did a great job. This is really good.
yeah, it says pending an act of the gods. I didn't put that in there. That was all Kent that says.
Kent.
And I said, are you sure? There could be other extenuating circumstances. And Kent said, unless the gods come down onto the earth and physically stop us from doing this job, we have to do it. And
We have to do it. Yeah, it's in the contract. He put it in there.
Meanwhile, Celise is looking around to see if Tyr's going to show up. Like, yo, Tyr, I need you right now.
Well,
All right.
It's a cruise. We'll be fine.
Oh, a
What's
cruise?
that can
motion
go
sick.
wrong?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can everybody maybe get a bit of that lesser restoration before we get on the water? Because some of
Yeah.
you may need it.
Sure.
Is it on the water? I want to make sure because we've been in different
a
kinds of boats.
That's true. Is
Boat.
this a water ship or a space like star sky ship flying, cruising, sailing?
water.
Water. Okay.
So I think that we're gonna kill this job. And the reason that I said apparently that it was the D team that I said. I know it's D6 now. I said D team. Anyway, that we could do it in 24 is because we can and we will, because we're the rivals. And
The rivals, right? Yeah, I like it. This is good. We can build this into branding.
Dahani just dunks her entire head into and smoke of coffee. She's done with the water. Now
Oh.
it's coffee time.
It's a good move. It's a good move.
Oh, that has to hurt. Isn't it hot?
Probably like room temperature.
All
Room
right,
temperature
well,
stale coffee.
It's had time to get a
It's
little.
been a
It's
while.
had time to get a little
Yeah.
Luke. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
exactly,
fine.
exactly.
And Celise just leans over to Kent. I'm gonna kill you.
Certainty.
Mhm.
How long is the maiden voyage?
It's about 6 hours.
It's a 3-hour tour.
Stop.
I was waiting for it, but okay. All right. So technically, and Virgil has been now flipping through this extensive, drunkenly drawn up contract. A 6-hour crew, we can probably get that done in a day. We're basically like secret shopper kind of thing. Is that what's going on here?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
just make
all
sure that, it's a well-run business, that they're treating the crew properly, that the ship is in good maintenance. I don't want to put a vessel out there that's not seaworthy, have people die. That'd be horrible for my brand.
Did
I don't want an Ocean Gate situation,
is there what do we have to do on this ship? Do we just
I was
staff
gonna
it
say,
and make
you-
sure?
Did you acquire you're talking about it like did you buy this operation? Is this did you select these people?
They came to me.
Oh, okay.
So we just
All
need to make sure that they're on the up and up. They're doing. Like she said, she's not buying a lemon. It's all sort of beginning to come back a little, kind of partially.
Nimrods does this all the time. We can bring Duo along if you want. You know what I mean? Or never mind. We can
Yeah,
just
maybe
go.
not.
We can leave.
Do
him
you
back
need
on.
any entertainment on the ship?
Okay, we should. Yeah, let's go. We should go see the
Yeah,
ship.
that
No,
should
no, no. He's got a new
definitely,
Type
yeah,
5. That's
definitely,
pretty good.
Gosrick, no turning into orcas.
Guys,
Is that Orcus or Orcas?
Guys.
Orcas.
just try it once. Just
No.
if you. It's not that
Remember the-
bad.
No.
It's
Remember
not
the
that
harbor
bad.
the last time you turned? No, it's fine. Just trying to keep damage to a minimum, I think, at this point.
Okay. We can do that.
We agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no choice. The contract
Oh,
is legally
and is
binding
this-
pending divine
I
intervention.
mean, I was trying not to bring it up. Make
Right.
it feel awkward.
Is this legally binding pending divine intervention cruise all inclusive?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm good.
Cool. So we just meet you
Not
at
the
the.
content part.
Do we meet you at the pier? We meet you what in like an hour, or do we need to go right now? I think some folks need coffee and.
No. You can
No?
just head over. Ideally before 3 p.m. I think that's when they're gonna take off.
Okay.
I
I don't know why I looked at my watch.
go
I'm sorry.
disseminate the cover story back at headquarters. Technically, I'm supposed to be in a meeting right now, and they don't know that I bought a boat. So,
Well, we
Nice.
we are all on board now, and we will be there. Everything is under control. Certainty, thank you. I'm so glad you stopped by.
yeah, of course. Are we still getting lunch next Wednesday?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Virgil, do I have anything next Wednesday?
Probably another fitting, I think.
I can move that.
Yeah,
Okay, so first of all, really sorry. I know. If it makes it any better, I was absolutely sure at the time that she was offering us a cruise. And the whole "we will get it done in 24 hours" was because I figured if she was conning me, then the hurry up would make her nervous, and I guess I was probably too drunk to figure it out. But in my head at the time, I figured I would figure it out if she was blowing smoke. Anyway, I thought I was doing something nice. I do apologize, but still we get a cruise.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
knew you'd be
It's
fine.
okay. Trust me, my guy. And we learn a lesson here. We write contracts drunk and then we edit them sober.
Sober,
Okay,
yeah.
this is
Yeah, I
how
see
we
that.
do them.
I mean, I don't mind a cruise. It's just working during the cruise. This
But
is
I
a
think-
job, right?
I mean,
but I think it's just
yeah.
observing the staff and making sure that they're not going to sink the boat or kill the passengers.
This is
probably
great,
just
guys.
some checklists, some taking notes.
Yeah.
I
It's
love this
probably
kind of
fine.
stuff. You've been
You
no
would.
one's been taking the tour of Nimrods. No one's asked to go on site with me on any of these investment opportunities. And this time, thanks to Kent, you all legally have to. So this feels really great for me. I love you guys are gonna have such a good time. We can get clipboards. I've got a whole spreadsheet that I built last time at the last on-site visits. We can do it's gonna be a good time, guys.
All right. I'm gonna
Silence
take a
telling
shower.
me something different. Okay.
Smart.
Probably I'll go get ready.
Yeah.
What
It's-
do we have
it-
to wear?
It is upscale and fancy. Apparently there's it even says upper crust. It also says chumps. Why is that in here? Okay.
Well, I don't yeah.
Fancy, I think is
That's
what
also what drew me to the whole thing, was sort of the irreverent nature of anyway.
Mhm.
Fancy.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm throwing you overboard. I hope you know that.
Pretty sure I can swim.
Can you?
Find out.
Can you swim with things around your ankle?
Sounds like a workout. Which I'm not prepared for. I'm gonna go shower.
We dress.
We dress,
We
we
do.
get ready.
We
We,
dress
we show up at
montage.
2:40 outside. You know what I mean? It's
Oh.
at least at 3, right? So it's 2:40. That's a good time. That's a good time.
I mean, I guess if we're the
it's-
main guests of honor or whatever, embarkation will be a fairly quick process.
Sure, right?
They did say there weren't that many people
Yeah.
on. So
No.
yeah, she
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
are we guests of honor? How are we
The-
guests of honor and secret shoppers?
Secret shoppers, I know.
This is the question you ask yourself as you make your way down to the grotto, the
Ooh.
location of which certainty is given Kent and is actually outlined in the contract. which although Kent was not sober when it was edited, Certainty most definitely was. Yeah, all of the empty fields that Kent agreed to have been filled out in very neat, easily legible handwriting that outline the address you are to report to, the time you are to report, and as well as the scope of your duties. And as you come to this like sort of cave network and make your way down the naturally formed steps, you see it, a massive ship moored, kind of tucked away from the main port, successfully obfuscated from view by the rocky jutting projections around you. The sea is particularly cold today, and the sprays of chilly water are kind of, they're refreshing on your hungover faces as you walk down the steps. The ship itself is painted with words along the side called the Mischievous Married in very curly golden handwriting, and the ship itself is painted a very stark sort of yellow, almost like ochre color. It has some like almost crown molding along the sides, and the gangway itself also has like an elaborate carpet that's been rolled down. The first thing you notice as you approach is there are no guests of honor. In fact, there's very few ticket holders kind of waiting to board the vessel, but also that a majority of the staff is constructs. There are a few human staff members kind of tending to the constructs or making sure they're functioning properly, but a majority of it seems to be sort of automated.
Well, assuming the systems in place are adequate, I mean, this seems like it's going to be an easy job. They're constructs. They do the thing. How could this go wrong?
They do it pretty well. Do you see that? They put carpet over wood on the gangplank. Guys, this is pretty nice. All right?
Very,
relax.
very fancy.
It does feel like there was a specific clause about like our job is not to critique or note any of the design decisions, and I think I understand why maybe now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Smart.
This is a nice like.
I think you two were about to say the same thing, but from opposite points of view. We should maybe get on the gangplank.
Probably not, actually.
So design and decor is not on the list. All right.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Oh, good, because this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're here for once, Virgil, aren't we?
Yeah, I'd like to walk up to one of the constructs,
Of course you would,
and see if it has any special greeting or anything for us, since we are special guests.
Yeah, two things. Kent, give me an intelligence saving throw to see if you can recall if you were supposed to give notes about design. And as you walk up to the construct kind of sitting next to the gangplank, I suppose would be the correct word, you see it has like little thin plumes of steam coming out of these two what would they be called? I guess spouts on the top of its metallic head. Its eyes are kind of dully glowing a soft green color. And as you come up, its mouth, its lower jaw just kind of unceremoniously clangs open as though a mechanism is being engaged and words just come out, but the jaw does not move up and down. And it opens and says, "Greetings. Welcome aboard the Mischievous Married. If you have issue finding your ticket, say 1. If you have your ticket, but not the proper identification, say 2. If you require these dialogue options in
Operator,
Elvish, Celestial, and it like continues Infernal, and even though you say operator, it just keeps going through
Elven.
Oh, the worst operating system.
Draconian.
That's really inclusive, guys. You got to appreciate that.
So
Yep.
yeah, never mind. Just go.
After about
Keith-
4 minutes, it eventually concludes and says, "Press 3." And you
Are
notice
there
Yeah.
buttons on this thing?
you notice there is one button and it's a 3.
3.
And it's right where its name is. Beetle.
Oh,
Beef.
nice.
3.
I'm pressing 3. Smashing the 3.
If you would like to select Orcish, please say Orcish. If you would like to select Elvish, please say Elvish. If you would like to select Infernal, please say Infernal.
Shaka, I don't know. Do we need to go through every option?
I was just trying to get to where I was hoping maybe we'd be able to see where our accommodations are. But I guess we can find it ourselves.
Do we have did we get documentation in the paperwork from, I assume we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have we have
So
tickets.
I'll hand you the tickets and the IDs and stuff that it asked for before we started choosing its language, Shaka. Sorry, this was all in mine. Sorry, still a little foggy.
Beetle takes all of the tickets from you, scans them with its eyes. Like a small beam kind of goes down it and then across it and then down it,
Fancy.
across it. And it looks at you unceremoniously, Shaka, and says, "Welcome aboard, Solis. You've been assigned the balcony stateroom."
Oh, thank you.
And it looks at you now, acknowledging your voice. "Welcome aboard, Donnie. You have been assigned."
It's a bold choice having multiple actors do it, and I like it.
Donnie.
You have been assigned the president suite.
Oh, heck
What?
yeah.
So,
And then as you talk, Donnie, it turns towards you. "Welcome aboard, Kizrick. You have been assigned." Error.
That makes sense, and that's honestly the closest pronunciation I usually get. So that is pretty good. I can't wait to see this error suite. It seems pretty nice. I wonder if it's named for like the air of the land, or like the air. Yeah,
Gosrick, it doesn't know where you are.
yeah.
The-
No,
No,
You
it
have
doesn't know
no
where
accommodation.
I'm
Get it
starting to
sorted
like
on
this
board.
cruise less and less, guys. I'll be honest.
This is what we're here to do, right? We're supposed to
yeah,
Kinda
just
make
keep
sure
put it in
everything's
your
on-
notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
speaking of which, here's your clipboard. Here's your
God.
clipboard. Here's your clipboard. Here's your
I'm
clipboard,
not. No,
here's your
I
clipboard.
am not. This. No, that I. Where would I put that? No.
I throw the clipboard overboard.
It's okay. I have
Wow.
more in my
I will.
luggage.
I
Of
will
course you
hit
do.
you with them.
I would stop unless you want your luggage overboard.
Well, I mean,
Gosrick.
Violence is discouraged while aboard the mischievous married.
Oh, it's fine. We're not on board yet. We're still on the gangplank.
So I'm thinking like,
Oh my God.
Wow. I love it.
Make an intimidation check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're intimidating an auto dial.
Intimidate this
Okay.
construct.
Yeah.
Logic
Seems right.
point for it. I think like so the intimidation
Oh.
is
Gonna
more
break
so
it.
like it's like now actually contemplating this.
Right.
That would be
Sentience, gain
23.
23. Yeah. You see the eyes kind of dim for a second and then brighten and then dim as though it's like its internal mechanisms are trying to make sense of what you've just said. And then it says, "Correct. Course of action error."
didn't think about that.
Hmm.
Oh no, I broke it.
Virgil, we haven't gotten our rooms yet. I'm gonna take Virgil and my tickets and like hold them up, trying to get it to scan again. Like it's
Is
Yeah.
this self check-in now? Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah, no. We'll figure out my issue later. Yeah. You get checked in first, Gosrick says.
He did write the contract. I'm just saying.
It does scan and it
Great.
says, "Welcome aboard, Kent and Virgil. You will be sharing the Ottoman suite."
I have to be honest, I was really afraid that it was going to stop after Ottoman and we just had to share a poof.
Uh-huh.
It would have to be a very large one, but okay.
One would hope.
Mhm.
Can we rescan Gosrick's?
Yeah, it's like just sitting there sputtering, its jaws clanging open and then shut.
Well, I'm sure we'll find you an empty stateroom.
Actually,
This is good. No. I'll walk it off. I'll have a good time. I'll sort of be able to. Virgil, what do you think?
You said that there were some human attendants, like basically
Oh, that's
fixing
right.
the constructs.
Yeah.
I think Virgil would look to a non-construct at this point and say we're having a little trouble finding our friend's room.
Oh, yeah, of course. Here, let me see your ticket. There's Oh yeah, this is just normal binaric cipher. Yeah, I can translate that. So you're Gosrick?
Yeah, that's this guy.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It's got you in the crew quarters. Yeah, these guys, they can only scan the guests' tickets. Yeah, so we've got you in crew quarters B. That's with the engineers on board. So
okay.
I didn't know you were crew.
I didn't know I was crew either. But that's okay because you know
these are really important. I wouldn't give them to the bots.
Yeah.
Did you get the orientation packet? You look a little confused, friend.
I'm very confused. Totally missed the orientation packet. But you know what? I'm a fast learner. I've been on the job for like 150 years.
Encode thought shard. Just go ahead and take that. That's gonna have at least part of the orientation on it. And then here's your paperwork. I think according to this, you're on second shift. So the first 3 hours of the cruise is yours. Try to stay below decks. We try not to bother the passengers. And then after that, but that's your time to spend however you want. And then after that, we are going to need you in the engine room.
Got it. Okay. Guys, I got to go get checked in for my shift in a few hours. I'm going to go put my stuff down in my room. I'll check back in with you all in a moment.
I'll walk with you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm headed that way myself. I'll
thanks. And I don't want to call you boss the entire time.
I'm not your boss. No.
Oh, okay. I might just call you boss for the fun of it. I like that.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm navigation, but I could probably help you find your boss. I think I know the manager for engineering.
Okay, great. We'll figure it out together, I think. All right.
Yeah. But the half orc pulls up her overalls a little bit and is like, "Yeah, let's walk together."
Sure.
How long you been engineering?
Well, I mean, sometimes I've been engineering all my life. I've always been taking things apart and putting them back together, kind of in my mind a lot. So I've just been kind of doing that with magic for the last 75 years. Really working with not really so much the real mechanical parts, but I'm excited to get in there, do a lot of on-the-job learning, I'm sure.
You know what? I'm excited to see you work. My mom said that cartography school was not going to work out for me, but look who's, not the lead navigator, not me. I'm way down the ranks, but I'm navigating.
Hey, buddy, and you know what? If you're doing what you like, come on, what complaint can you have?
You know what? You can call me boss. I'm gonna call you captain.
Yo, careful, don't let the captain hear you. That's me.
I'm a captain.
Yeah. It's gonna get very confusing.
There is no captain, but regardless, yeah. Okay.
There's no captain? Oh, that's awesome. I love a really flat structure. That's actually pretty good for my notes. I like that.
And she leads you downstairs. You hear this conversation comes carried back on the breeze towards you.
Mm-hmm.
The half-orc and Gosrick disappear somewhere towards the back of the ship.
So that one's on me too. I thought that she asked me if Gosrick was part of our crew. But I guess she asked if Gosrick would be part of the crew. Oops.
I couldn't really. Did anyone else catch the part about no captain?
It was automated.
It might have been a joke.
Fine.
I mean, they sound like they were, joking around.
And Jasmine, you said we haven't we've seen a small amount of humanoids, but mostly constructs.
Mm-hmm.
No, great. Okay.
I mean, there's got to be a captain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Celise
his name's
is just no, absolutely not.
The look of concern on Donnie's face. That-
And
There's-
Celise's.
There's just so much concern here anyway, because I mean, like above the clouds, I love how Masood runs with a bit, but I mean, I thought about saying something, but Masood just ran with it. So now here we are.
Shall we go aboard?
Yeah.
I have a concern. I have a lot of concern here.
Several.
Also, didn't anyone else but please tell me someone but me read the book from Candlekeep about the constructs that caused a whole uprising and an army, and the fact this gives me those vibes. I read that book. I feel like this is gonna happen here.
It's fine.
I was too busy painting, so no.
I don't remember. Yeah, we were
mean-
doing a lot of searching in Candlekeep. I don't remember
Wow.
time
Yeah,
for
I-
reading.
I read the book last week.
Oh, I thought you meant while we were there.
No, I took the book while we were there. I just got
I mean,
around
I-
to reading it. We've been busy.
I mean, I read some reviews, but I have good memories of our old construct Nim.
No. These weren't NIM constructs.
And we had good times on a ship before. Rival was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
that
let's
was
be
in space.
A
Yeah,
ship
the ship that we were
still?
on before Rival wasn't, that was an experience, but but Kent raises a good point. This is a ship, and we're in Waterdeep, and it's on water. It's a cruise ship. Surely
We're
we
not
can
far
handle-
from home if things go wrong.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
We can always do some magic. And Kent tries to cast minor illusion, but can't because the hangover's still there.
Yeah, as you
Wow.
cast it, it's so bright. Like it,
Yeah, I just immediately turn it off. Yeah. Oh God, sorry. No more of that. None of that.
you flash bang yourself.
Oh,
Well,
Virgil, lead me on.
I actually take your hand because I was on my way there anyway. So I like take your hand and I walk you up.
Great. Virgil. So many gloves you've got.
Your hand is also being held probably like a
that's true.
foot below
Yeah.
where
gonna
Virgil
say,
would
yeah.
normally be
So I
holding
didn't
your
think
hand.
this is where your hand was. But...
Oh my God.
I'm trying to look for. I'm basically looking around for food, for a food station or a kitchen or
Oh,
something
That tracks.
of that sort.
Oh yeah. You notice that the ship is kind of like, it's organized, I should say, into floors is the easiest way to describe it. And below the decks is the crew quarters, but above the decks, like sort of as you walk on board, you see almost different like pavilion setups, some of them in concentric circles on top of each other. Similar to like a gambling barge, like of old that you would see in America. It's kind of like that type of structure. And in fact, the back of the ship, because this is not a sail ship, does have a giant wheel-like structure that does propel it forwards, with a lot of steam and different mechanisms coming out. It's more of like a sea steamboat. Yeah, like paddles forward.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ship, you do see a large, rather well-appointed banquet hall that has been set up as sort of like a welcoming kind of mixer for the few passengers that are on board. There are, once again, mostly constructs wheeling around. These ones, instead of having legs, have like one giant sort of gyro ball that they balance on, kind of wheeling around. As the boat kind of rocks steadily, they're able to adjust, make little micro adjustments, carrying around trays of drinks and finger foods. And this is probably the first place where you might notice a little bit of Certainty's touch. The rest of it doesn't seem to fit your understanding of her, or your knowledge of her, Kent. But this is one part that you think she maybe has had a hand in, because almost all of the food is almost Marquesian in nature. It's kebabs, it's hummus, it's olives and things that are like seasoned. Even the wine itself comes from the sunnier parts of the world. and feels light and refreshing. Most of the drinks, the mixed drinks, have fresh fruit cut up and put inside the wines and they're iced to make them like very refreshing. It's not summer, so this is a little bit discordant
Sure.
with the environment that you just left in Waterdeep. Since you're not going to actually be cruising through tropical climes, at least not for this journey, but you think maybe she's been planning ahead.
This is all really a very nice touch, I have to say. That should go on the list too, right? Like positive reinforcement too. We should, I think, right? Guys,
Yeah.
oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, just
I'll write
around
it
that
down.
corner he comes in. No, you're
Jesus
absolutely right.
Christ.
Positive reinforcement is great. Sorry, I put my stuff down. I got the lay of the land a little bit. Mainly, I just know how to get from my quarters to the engineering bay and back, because they said that's all I really matter for. So that's the path I got locked in. And then I know I found you guys because I always know where my friends are.
That's a
So
little uncanny, actually, that you always know where we are.
Don't worry,
That's
it's
Saying
creepy.
we're loud.
no, that's creepy. He probably has tracking devices on us.
Have you heard us? We don't need tracking devices.
We've heard
You
Laryl knows
don't.
where we
I
are
mean,
right now
like-
without magic.
Also, I can cast Scry, guys. Like, come on. I mean,
Oh, that makes
Now
me
you
feel
made
great.
it weird.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
you did
all
make
right.
it weird. Yeah,
we
you
can
did.
talk about it. It's probably weird. Now I say it that loud. It's a little weird.
It's a lot weird. If I catch you scrying on me, you're going overboard.
Only if you get lost.
You get lost.
We've got people got lost before the doppelganger thing. Like, there have been times where it's been worthwhile for me to prepare a scry. And I figured, what if someone gets lost overboard, right? We got the scry for
I
it.
can swim. I don't need you.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
We're on a ship.
The food seem a little seasonally
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Well, I was looking for the food not only because I'm hungry, but because I was worried seeing all these constructs. It was kind of like maybe there's
Oh, whether or not there actually would be food.
yeah, or like
That is-
very little
well,
food.
They're
Uh,
true, not. I mean,
I assume most of the passengers will be
have we?
flesh.
have we
People?
checked?
Good question. Good question.
any other passengers?
Yes, you have. There's only about a dozen passengers on board.
Oh,
Lots of attention from the crew then.
Yeah, no, it
Mhm.
feels it's
Mm.
good. Crew to passenger ratio. Overhead small because there's a lot of automatons, I imagine. Worth asking about the upkeep though. I mean, like what is their power source and if there's any the fail safes that go in if there's ever like a power surge wherever their central device is from or
See, you are the perfect one to be in engineering because these are all questions that you can get answers for down there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, okay. And I'm still good. I still got like 30 minutes before my pre-shift shift. So we're doing okay.
Amazing.
Sounds right.
I mean, part of what Certainty asked is for us to check out the operations and the crew. So yes, Gosrick, this infiltration is perfect for you.
That's what they're gonna call it? Infiltration?
Yeah.
I wish I had.
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
cool.
I hadn't said
I
that
mean,
word.
I think I no. I think it's good. I think it's good. We can when Certainty asks about it, we can add a little addendum because okay, Kent, keep that contract handy. We might be able to squeeze a few more crowns from her about this. You know.
Yeah, it was pretty ironclad, and I don't know if I can get that same type of chocolate. But
The type of contract Kent draws up is
Very-
Yeah.
it varies
It's
on
very
how
contagious
trusty
on
he
the
is
He
and
was
what he
using
keeps.
contract chocolate. Yeah.
Well, the chocolate's not. You don't want to heat up the chocolate. It's not going to melt the same. It's gonna-
right,
Yeah.
just got to get on your fingers.
Is there anybody, Jasmine, that like I know there's not a lot of people, but is there anybody that we might recognize on the ship?
So,
Yeah, give me a history check. Yeah, this is gonna
Ooh,
to see
okay.
who you can recognize.
Just
Is that
Tahani
like
or all of
all
us?
of us?
Anybody that's looking around for anyone.
Okay, because I got
Oh,
a
I see.
9. I'm still
gosh.
Yeah, you're
Right.
too much.
Ooh, my
Uh,
history is
yeah.
not good.
That's an 18.
An 18,
16.
6.
16.
Big
So
5 from the guy with the head in front
Yeah,
of all the
Gosrick.
food. Yeah.
Hey.
He's eating now.
Yeah, Virgil, you recognize one of Laeral Silverhand's deputies.
Oh,
Okay.
You've seen this person working for the Open Lord of Waterdeep. You've seen them in the district or the quarter a few times, the castle quarter. They don't give me an insight check.
Swinging a miss. That's a 6.
Yeah. You know their name is Yarrow Leon. You don't know why they're on board. They stick out to you because, like I said, they're one of Laeral's like assistants, essentially. And I will say actually with your role, Celeste recognizes them as well. But yeah, the two of you immediately you've seen this person tending to the sort of day-to-day minutia that Laeral handles. It strikes you as odd because I guess you're shocked at like why they would be here, why they would be invited on sort of like the soft launch of a cruise when they probably have bigger things to do for the Open Lord Waterdeep.
Would they have been there when I was drinking with Laryl?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. That was probably like more of a personal,
Okay.
outing that the two of you had, and this is more of like a work assistant.
Got it.
Mhm.
I'll go up to them. Interesting assignment from Laryl, huh?
As he turns around, he looks almost shocked to see you, and smooths his hair carefully around his half elf ears as he says, yes. Hello, Lady Celeste. Nice to see you again.
Hello, and you know my companion Virgil.
He like gives you a curt like sort of nod or bow. I must confess I'm not surprised to see you here.
Oh,
This
really?
like it would be their sort of scene.
All right, then what are you doing here?
Well, I was asked to look into a few things by Lady Silverhand.
Find anything interesting yet?
No, I'm still looking into it. I'm trying to get an audience with the chief engineer. Just
Oh,
questions.
Hmm.
We've gotten an anonymous complaint.
oh,
In regarding?
Well, a young wizard in whose education Laeral Silverhand was sort of funding. Well, he was sort of the brains behind a lot of this operation, but and he's claiming that the people running the ship have stolen his ideas or something like that. And I just want to have a meeting with the chief engineer to double check the veracity of these claims.
I mean, why won't they see you if you just tell them you're here on behalf of Lady Silverhand?
Well, for Lady Silverhand to get involved, she would have to have reasonable cause. And my job to make sure she finds that.
I see. Well, if I find who that is, I will let you know.
I'd appreciate that greatly.
Anything else you want to ask Virgil before we find our friends?
Only just when you say stealing ideas, is that a crime of a severe nature?
No, but I think if anything like blueprints or it could count as industrial espionage.
Oh.
I love hearing that word in that accent, so I'm in. Okay.
Well, if you find anything, please feel free to find us.
Be safe on board. Some of the mechanics seem to be on the fritz.
And Celeste just taps her hair stick which is rather fancy, but it's also very sharp.
Yeah, speaking of, what are you all wearing? We talked about the fancy duds you donned to board the ship. I would like to take a moment. What is the rest of Celise's outfit?
As I go look up my GIF. She's wearing a mix of armor and a fancy blue dress. Like she mentioned, she's got her locks up in an updo, and there's a fancy hair stick kind of holding them up. And because it's Celise, she's not going to be totally unarmed. She's actually pulling a Wonder Woman with the sword down the back of her dress. And what looks like her luggage is actually her shield. So, it looks like luggage. It's really not. And, she's got high boots on in blue and silver, a long blue skirt, and, never to be fully unarmored. She's got her pauldrons on, she's got long gloves on, and, she's ready to fight or dance, either way.
Amazing. And what is everyone else wearing?
Oh, well, since we've been talking to, already forgot, since we've been talking to Yara, Virgil, when we were getting the fitting, we didn't really have a specific occasion in mind because this is kind of Kent's whim every now and then. But the particular outfit that we're wearing was inspired by the crest of Waterdeep. So Virgil is wearing sort of a dark blue waistcoat with silver inlay, actually wearing like the ruffled dicky and a kind of a sapphire gem, has his hair longer and up, and has his fan, but the fan has also been emblazoned with the stars and moon style of the crest. And because it was fancy and on short notice, he decided it was something that he would wear his wings to. So he has been showing his kind of blue glowing wings, but also he's probably been like turning a lot and to not bump into people with them because it's not something that he wears for every day. And Kent added a little magic that somehow like a sort of a moon is sort of like his, not really headdress, but it's like a halo, but not. So we're not that kind of angel. How dare.
So if Virgil has the lower half of the Seal of Waterdeep art, Kent is wearing the upper half. So he has restyled his horns, which is apparently a thing he can do, to sort of look like the crescent moon that Virgil's not halo mirrors. He's got a sort of I don't know, purple and periwinkle kind of jacket and little half cape, and the lapels and the collar of the jacket are turned up to form these great big huge peaks that sort of come up behind his head that are the mountains of Mount Waterdeep on the seal. And then he's wearing a blue like sash around his waist that is the lake on the seal with some of the sparkly stars that you can see also on Virgil's the lapels, or rather the shoulders of Virgil's waistcoat.
Both
I
of us
love
are
it.
hazards, aren't we? We're
So
kind of
Yeah, a little
hazards
bit.
anyway. Yeah,
A little bit.
It's so extra, but I'm here for it.
I'm so glad you said that because that was literally, we went into this design meeting and I was like, it just needs to be like Met Gala extra.
Drag race extra.
Yes.
Extravaganza extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Yeah, Shaka's wearing a first he has some brand new specs. So he has some fancy little spectacles on. He has a nice brown hat on, kind of like a military looking hat. Wearing a nice brown coat, like kind of like a nice trench coat, and he has a beholder wrapped around his shoulder, kind of in like a nice crossbody, this is his foe.
Hey,
Okay, we
Shaka,
need to know.
Virgil and I have a question.
We need to know.
Yes, of course.
Just any beholder?
Or is it Xanathar
what a nice
across
setup there.
Is it
body? Yeah.
Siphic? Is it, I mean, it might be
This-
faux.
this-
It might be like stuffed.
That's
I
true.
don't
Maybe it
know.
is.
Like,
I
it
don't
might be
know.
Oh
fake. I
no!
don't
Oh
know.
no! This
Mass
is
production.
Oh no! This is the OG. This is the original.
Mm.
Because it's a one of a kind,
Yeah.
right? So if he wants to get fancy, this is one of a kind. So he has
Mhm.
it wrapped around, his shoulders. It's really funny in the chat. And he also has some nice rings on his tail. And just some nice comfy loafers on, because he wants to
Smart.
because he wants to have a comfortable walk because that beholder adds a lot of pounds onto him. So he wants to have a nice comfy walk.
I just realized what the inspiration for your outfit was.
Oh yeah. Being in that
yeah.
meeting was
It's so good.
incredible. It was so
Absolutely.
much fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, sure. Dahani, who is kind of she's eating. Let's just be real. She's picking at the food. And part of the reason that she was kind of like splayed out on the rafters was because she needed her wings to dry because she got them painted the day before. So instead of the normal red, black, and gold that you see her in, usually her wings are blue now. And she traded her normal tunic and painter smock for a dazzling sky blue hood and tunic combo that also reminded her of the crest of Waterdeep, completely separately from Kent and Virgil. She's traded her gold for silver, and you can see she does have a little bit of a pouch that's holding some very bright blue feathers, where you would normally see her painting darts, and she's got like this net of silver stars that is dangling from both of her wings. And every so often, as she and Virgil catch eyes, because he's not used to walking around with wings, like she reminds him to like pull them in a little bit, and because they just like to go out, and so I'm giving him like silent wing tips as we move around the ship.
And then Gosrick is honestly kind of dressed to be at sea. He's wearing what looks like a Spanish admiral's jacket that is got like the little like silver pauldrons on top. There, it kind of goes all the way down to the back of his boots that he's wearing and his very fancy shorts. He's got a blue, like a silver tuxedo shirt underneath, as well as a dark silver cummerbutton. And he's actually took his hat off for once. It's off. It's actually available. You can see everything that was holding that hat together was in fact just his luscious, thick curl of hair. He's even got a couple rings in his beard to showcase that. And if you play Idle Champions, you might see his nifty cart with a bunch of knickknacks. But that's not relevant to right now. I do have a question for Jasmine though.
Yeah.
He's got a little name tag for his job. Does it say chief engineer or does it just say engineer?
Engineer.
Okay, just wanted to know. Yeah. And so
it's definitely like you look like you work on this ship.
Yeah, 100%.
You're
Well
more
done.
at home on this ship than anybody else looks like. When you're walking around like you own the place, the other human employees believe you.
Mhm.
They're just like, oh yeah, that's Gosrick. He's worked here for years.
Yeah. Is the whispers are?
In
We'll have
fact,
to
people
roll
come up
to like
you for questions. They're like, Gosrick, sir, I know that you're in charge, you're in part of the engineering department. I'm in hospitality, but we are actually out of orange slices for the wine. What do we do?
Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, get me one of the oranges and a bucket and some dirt, all right?
All right. I'm on it.
And then I as soon as he comes back with it, I cast was it Wither and Bloom? And I like have it just
An orange
grow.
tree?
Yeah, I just grow an orange tree real fast. Okay, we're back on it. We're good. Hot fix. We're doing great, guys. Really keep up the pressure. Hey, and I want you to know, I've been hearing a lot of rumors of people calling me captain. I'm not going to say stop doing that, but I'm not going to encourage it. Okay. So whatever you guys do with that, it's up to you. Just letting you know I'm aware of it.
Yeah. You're like the most popular employee. Everyone's like, yeah, if you have a problem, go to the captain. And that's what it means. The captain.
The captain. Yeah. I am the captain now. Thank you. It's very good.
And now there is a gorgeous orange tree growing in the center of the banquet hall.
That is one way to avoid scurvy.
Oh, right, because you get that on boats. Virgil, man, this is we need your opinion around your whole. You've been on the seas a lot. You know all about storms and oceans and whatnot.
This is a luxury cruise. I don't think we're gonna be over. You know what I did on ships is not important right now. Actually, and what is important is where the bar is.
Oh, is that like a lesson from being a sailor for so many years? You got to always know where to get the grotto. You don't want to drink the good water.
No, I just need a drink, Gosrick.
Oh, okay.
Gosrick, go to engineering.
Oh, guys, I got to go do my shift. And then Gosrick makes his way to the ship.
Like, y'all are on a job, but like Gosrick got a job.
You went deep undercover on this one.
Inception levels of
like
It's actually undercover boss kind of. Actually,
we gotta make sure he disembarks when we do, though. I'm afraid that
y'all are gonna go back home and Gosrick's gonna be like, I've always been here.
That's what I do.
We need him to refill the moon
There was
with the
never a
moonbeam
time-
juice. It's fine.
No, I think what we got to be sure of is that Gosrick doesn't actually try to do any real engineering.
Oh, I
He will.
mostly
What's
trust
the worst
him.
that could happen?
Mostly. Keyword mostly. Did you hear yourself?
Hey, I have proficiency in Tinkerer's tools. I've never had a moment to use it before, but this is good, right?
You can't hear us. You're doing your job.
Okay.
Bar.
This is going to be the opposite of Shaka thinking his skills apply to cooking. Is Gosrick thinking his cooking skills
Yeah,
apply
engineering. Yes.
engineering.
So
Yes.
the ship's gonna sink and it's gonna be our fault.
It's gonna
It's
be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Knowing certainty, she's probably got a pretty hefty insurance policy on this. Should anything go
Wow.
wrong.
Okay, I
that's
really
real.
that actually makes me a little more concerned now.
Right.
Bar.
I mean, we actually
Bar.
slipped acts of God into the contract. Now I'm a little okay.
And Tyr didn't answer, so that's all I had.
As as you find the bar, as you look for the bar, and you ascend the steps to the second floor, the second level of the cruise vessel, you see the grotto kind of like becoming smaller and smaller behind you, as you drift further out into the ocean. And that's actually going to be where we take our break.
Oh,
because we're officially halfway through the campaign. We'll be back in 10 minutes, I think. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
right.
Get some water, stretch your legs, use the bathroom. That's what we're going to do. And we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back to a very special Rivals one shot. Now, don't forget to log into Idle Champions and check out Season 7, the Rivals Season Pass. It includes the Water Davian skins for Celise, Shaka, Kent, Virgil, and Dahani. You can read the Season 7 blog on idlechampions.com and get all the additional deets. And because we're celebrating the start of Season 7, The Rivals, we've got a week-long party starting today. You can log in each day from now until January 10th at noon Pacific Standard Time to claim awesome rewards. And if you claim 4 out of the 7 days, then you unlock the Water Davian Gosrick skin, a Gosrick unlock, a feat for Gosrick, and 3 gold Gosrick chests.
It's all so good. Why won't you just play right now? It's struggling for me. I'm really trying. I
Everything's
like
coming
really
up
almost
Gosrick right now. You know,
it's really right now in some ways.
I'm gonna be like Jasmine with my phone to the side.
It sounded so sad the way you said I'm struggling though.
Well, no, because I'm having a good time, but it's also great. But what's gonna happen when the drought comes around the corner, guys? The rains can only last for so long. But that's for me and my therapist to figure out, and we'll talk about that tomorrow.
buddy.
Okay, tone it down there, Tony Stark. Calm down.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Whoosh. Whoosh away Masood's depression. Whoosh.
Oh my. On that note.
Yes, you find your way to the bar, Virgil, which is like the rest of the ship, a yellow ochre color with like silver and gold, kind of dated crown molding and gilding along the top. The top of the bar itself is made of metal, and there is I almost said servitor. This is how you know I've been playing too much Warhammer. There is a construct tending bar, as well as a rather foul-mouthed large parrot that is like sitting on a stand, a little bird stand at one end of the bar, and the drinks are the type that come in coconuts, with or small bamboo cups with little hand folded animals, like little origami decorations hung off the side that you can unfold to use as a napkin, or leave kind of perched on the edge. They're in different colors, and are being skillfully folded by the construct, that has more fingers than a human does, truly. With one hand it mixes your drinks, with the other hand skillfully folding small bits of napkins into like a monkey and perching its tail on the edge of one glass, and then a parrot and perching its beak on the edge of another glass, and every single one is like perfectly balanced on the edge, like those toys you play with when you're a kid.
That's really impressive. It's probably the most impressive thing Virgil has seen on this ship on this voyage thus far. We are actually on the voyage. I realized like there was no anything to indicate that we were leaving.
No. Yes.
We just looked behind us and was like,
Yeah.
oh,
You would mark
okay.
how stealthily the ship departed.
That gives me concerns, but also memories. So okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Virgil's just gonna like if there's mingling, or if there are people at the bar, he will kind of just go up and grab a drink. He's not going to order anything. He's just going to pick something up.
Mhm. Yeah, as you're mingling at the bar, Kent, you feel your pocket grow hot.
If I had a nickel.
That wasn't me.
I will reach into said hot pocket.
Your sending stone is vibrating.
Oh, so sorry. I have to take this. Hello?
Hey, okay, so are you ready to execute the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you need to do is go to Master Engineering and let the Master Engineer out of the office. And then after that, let nature take its course. And yeah, we split the insurance money 50-50.
Yeah, that last bit really answered a bunch of questions and filled in a bunch of gaps. Cool. Hey, I think we probably talked about this yesterday, but just to remind me, who currently, like, who owned this that you're buying it for? Like, who's in charge of,
remember, that
you know
was
what I
a
mean?
farce. I'm pretending to buy it.
Right. Sorry, right, yes. But like, who owns it?
Anvaline Star, that I'm not gonna curse again on the stream. That harpy.
That's a good one. Is that a name that means anything to me?
Give me a history check.
Yeah. That is a 15.
15, yeah. Yes, it means something to you. Sort of. You've heard of Anvaline Star. She's a businesswoman from Waterdeep. You haven't heard the greatest things about her.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, she is with a 15, I think what you would be able to glean is you've heard about her in the way that people talk about Bezos.
Oh, yeah, no, this is fine.
Very wealthy person, but not someone that you're like, yes, girl boss, go, but someone that you're like,
Right.
ugh, like that. But
Great.
like you know of her, but you don't know the details of how she does business. No.
Sure, but this is sort of all part of the rivals low-key game to just change the whole social order of the city of Waterdeep. So I'm into this. This is fine.
Mhm.
Great. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Gotta
Master
take that
engineer.
trollop down.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So chief engineer
Yes.
out of the office.
Yes.
Nature takes its course. Is there?
Well, it should, but it might need a nudge from you.
I'm gonna assume
Mhm.
that when
You have to make sure summoning goes off without a hitch. Remember,
oh,
this isn't an
this-
act of God. We both get screwed.
did you say summoning?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I totally know what we're summoning. Great. And the chief engineer's totally in on it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a statement, not a
You'd have
question.
to be.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And Gazrick
absolutely.
is in position.
And what now? Sorry, say again. It's kind of bad reception.
Gazrick is in position.
Oh yeah, no, he most certainly is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've
Okay.
got plausible deniability because this is going to be an act of God, and I'm
Right.
like 100 miles away.
Now I feel like there's been so many talks of acts of gods. Do we know which one?
Well, I don't know. One of the ones from the plains of brass or bronze or something like that.
I'm just, in case anybody asks, right? Like, because they're looking for like proof of act of God or something. I just, I want to be sure we all say the same thing,
Well, like, see, this is where things get complicated because, like, okay.
This is where things get complicated.
How much time do you have?
I mean, I look over at the rest of my companions drinking. I guess as long as it takes for Gosrick to start work.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Oh, I'm okay at that. I've not rolled above a 10 on the die yet today, so that's a 10 total.
Yeah, yeah. She kind of like thinks about it for a moment. She's quiet for a moment, and she's like, I just don't know if I can get into the technicalities of it right now since you have a very short time window. But
yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's really up to interpretation, right?
Absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about a polytheistic pantheon, right? Like it could be anybody.
It's gorgeous. It's amazing.
It's
okay.
Perfect.
So
okay.
We're going to nail this.
Yeah, we are. And then we're going to take that person whose name I totally remember for a ride. And
yeah,
that's that one. I was a statement. And got it. Thanks for checking in, and we'll go get that chief engineer.
All right.
All right.
Need to help or get confused because I feel like you're confused, just like
more just making sure that we're on the same page.
Give me a deception check.
Yeah. Am I good at that? Oh no, that seems wrong. Feels like I should be. That's 6.
I believed in you.
Thanks.
Mm.
Oh wait, Latia gave us all inspiration as the community manager of D&D before this. I'm gonna use it now.
You can use it now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna use it right now. That's a dirty 20.
There it is.
Nice call.
You sell it. Yeah, you sell
Well
it.
played.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I know you've got this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Over and out.
You don't have to do that on these.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry.
And your phone immediately becomes room temperature again.
Oh, good.
You're sending stone. You're sending phone.
Meeting in the Ottoman suite, y'all. And do we at the risk of this turning out poorly, does anybody have a way of contacting Gosrick?
I mean, without just we could find them pretty easily.
There's
I think.
this. You said this was like a steam, more of a steamboat-ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then
okay.
Then
So we could
there's
probably find them.
Yeah, or just I don't know, bang on a pipe something. He'll probably
No, we just
appear.
have to have a conversation about finance in which we are totally not knowledgeable about it. He'll know.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
mean, everyone's
definitely mention another contract.
You know, the other
everybody
day,
seems to love him. We can ask someone.
That's true too. You know, the other day I went to the bank and I had them change some gold coins for me, and they told me that the most recent exchange rate was only 8 silver to the gold. Ah, shit.
Can I just Hunter's Mark him?
I think you have to see him to do that.
I
All
see him in my mind's eye.
That also sounds creepy.
Look, he said he was scrying on us. Mind's eye. Neither is great.
Maybe he's Gosrick. If you're watching, meet us in the Ottoman room. Sweet.
I hope he's not.
I hope he is. We kind of need to talk to him.
I hope he's working. No, maybe I don't.
No, you don't. No,
Okay.
and I'll tell you why in the Ottoman suite.
Quick out of character question.
Mhm.
Can that sending stone send our conversation the other way?
If Kent so wishes, yeah.
Okay.
I very much do not wish.
Look, I've never used a sending stone. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Not wish. All right. So we head back to our suite.
Yes,
Is
and you
it-
notice now your Ottoman suite, why it is called the Ottoman suite. It is a circular room
Okay, cute.
with a large tufted velvet bright red ottoman in the center of the room. Massive.
We
You
get
could
this
host-
for our room.
You could host
Is-
4 people on this
is-
thing.
When to
Is
sit
there
on
anything
it.
else in the room?
Yes. There's also a 4-post bed that is
Yes,
up
okay,
against one
okay.
of the windows, and a
It's
soaking
just
tub.
the Ottoman.
The Ottoman's in
And a
like a
what?
little conversation
A soaking
pit.
tub.
Oh,
And
a
there's also like a
soaking
little
tub.
drink cart that is next to your massive velvet tufted ottoman.
Is
So long as we don't forget
Gosrick-
about the massive velvet tufted.
Tufted
ottoman.
Ottoman.
Yeah.
I have
Is-
I have an answer for you.
Okay.
As you guys settle in, you hear a knock on the door.
Yeah, I'll come open.
Guys, I brought someone said you needed clean sheets, and they were kind of sort of running low on hands in the like sort of the housekeeping department. Oh, hey guys, hi, what's going on?
Yeah, yank the sheets and Gosrick into the room.
There's like a housekeeping cart behind us.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Yes.
and they're fresh, they're real warm, they're real
Grab
nice.
the cart. Okay. Hi, Gosrick. So, small change of plans,
Okay.
which I definitely knew about when we came down here. So it turns out that we are not, in fact, here to evaluate the sustainability of this cruise ship's business model.
Oh,
We are, in fact, here to assist in a summoning of some sort of creature that could be mistaken as an act of God, and then collect on Clarity's various insurance policies when that happens.
the old slippery dodger. Yeah. No, I'm aware of the heist. Yeah.
See, this is why it was so important that Gosrick was here. I knew he would have a name for it.
Okay.
And I tell them all about surely Gosrick. Oh, the other thing. Do you know the name? And I say the name of the Water Davian Bezos, because surely Gosrick
Aveline.
knows who they are.
Yeah. On Anvilin Star. Yeah.
Ambulance star.
On, yeah.
Gazrick, give me an intelligence check. Actually, no, this would be like I think like perception from what you've heard other people talking about, but do so with advantage since you're in with the crew.
Sure. Okay. Yep. First one. Thank goodness we rolled twice.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we tried though. I got a 9 is the best
Okay,
out of
that's
those two.
That's
I've been
okay.
really loving this life as a sailor,
Yeah.
as we're finding out. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you've heard people mention
Yeah.
Anvilin Star, but you were not interested in that conversation. You're like,
No.
wait,
No.
tell me about how short we are on towels.
Right. Absolutely.
We're
No,
running out of clean sheets. Like,
yeah.
forget this star person. What about
What's the thread count? Can we increase? Yeah. Gosrick sort of turns to them and says, well, I know they're a big deal in Waterdeep, but I mean, what? They got something to do with the ship? They're running something on here?
So they, among many of their holdings, own this ship. And they're not the most scrupulous of business folk, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of corners being cut around here. I would love to speak to them about that. My buddy Mirzak has been complaining about the upper management for a while. I'd love to get the word in on his behalf.
Anybody that you have made friends with, we should probably make sure that whatever our escape plan ends up being, we bring them along. Because the staff, not their fault. They're just doing their job. This is about Miss Star. So, do I need to explain myself anymore, or are we just gonna rivals this and assume that everything's fine?
We should get Laryl's person that's on board.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Can I ask something? Do we want them to know? Because I feel like with a slippery dodger, I mean, we got to keep it pretty. We got to make sure that the circle.
Gosrick.
Oh yeah, no.
No. I think it's more
like the
that
name.
we just make them a priority in getting them out, not necessarily the
I
informing
see.
them what we're
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, we don't have to
Thank
tell
you
them
for
everything.
clarifying. I
Yeah,
understand.
they're-
I'm
on a-
sorry, are we going along with this?
Just
gonna-
Virgil just fixes
It-
Kent like we are going to talk later.
I mean, unfortunately, I think we're legally obligated to. Like
Yeah.
Think
truly,
so.
that
Also, like-
contract was so ironclad.
Chocolate is
I
legal.
didn't
Also,
sign it.
Morally, I'm not opposed to this.
You
Like-
want to sink a random ship?
It's not random. It is owned by a very unscrupulous business person who is holding Waterdavian society hostage with their overblown wealth and their unwillingness to redistribute that to the need, like we've been working on. They are in direct opposition to our goals for the city, and also we get a nice payout at the end.
Have all of you forgotten we are on the ship you all are talking about sinking?
It's
We're
fine. I
very
can turn us
powerful
into animals.
Oh,
adventurers.
we'll all make it off.
We'll make it. Well,
Yeah,
I,
we'll
Will be
And
fine.
Selisa's here like Paladin, Oath. Just y'all just ignoring
Well, I
that
mean,
part, huh?
It's for the greater good, probably.
Of who?
the greater good.
but
Of
also
the small
Of
people.
the city, that's
Of-
right.
and
And
also,
listen, yeah, go.
I was gonna say in terms of, I mean, in keeping your oath, you are, unfortunately, for I don't know how Kent got power of attorney over all of us, but
Yeah.
legally
Gotta
bound
get rid of
by
that.
this contract.
I did not sign anything in blood, chocolate, maraschino cherries, or ink.
Wait, hold on. Since we're talking about this, zero disrespect, but which oath are we on these days?
Man, I might have to
Well,
go
I'm
back to
sorry,
work real fast. I think they need Mirzak's calling, guys. I might
Also
need to
starting,
leave.
I will go with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just wanting.
Kentucky?
No.
We're just trying to clarify the nature of the particular current agreement.
No. You and your husband, Kentucky. How dare?
I just want to make sure that whatever we need to do, you aren't involved in any part of it that would break the oath, and I just want to be sure I remember which oath that is.
Well, it was one thing, but I can go back to vengeance very quickly.
Well,
I'm gonna
actually,
choose to not.
I mean, aren't cruise ships just giant pollution bags anyway? It's saving nature if you
That's what they
help
seem
and
rather.
get
I'm not
rid
a
of.
druid.
Yeah,
Trust me,
but
if this ship goes down, you're saving a lot. Like just pointing at the appointments, like you're doing a service.
Yeah.
I don't care about ugly furniture.
I think now that we're here, I think we should. I'd, no matter how inebriated that Kent was, I think his subconscious knew what he was doing, and it was for the greater good.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a discussion once
I
we're
wanna
back
roll with it.
home.
Also, Clarity is very persuasive.
her name is Certainty.
Certainty.
Not to
It's a
me.
certainty.
Yes.
No. No, there's no, because when I was
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You
You
lacked
what?
clarity
Mm-hmm.
when you
That
talked to
is
certainty.
that is what she kept
Yeah.
saying, and I thought it was that I lacked certainty
Certainty.
while talking with.
Clarity.
Certainty.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so are we in? And also, Virgil never let me drink champagne again.
More
I
for
do
me.
so under duress.
That is
If Tyr
fine.
shows up, you're explaining this.
You know what?
Tiefling.
Honestly, five of us. If we took a vote right now, unfortunately, so at least you would be outvoted. But we'll note that on the minutes. We'll keep a
The
log
minutes.
Still
of it. I've got the
taking
clipboard
minutes?
ready to keep a track. If Tier comes
All right,
in,
all right, all right.
There's like
I
a
smack
construct
the.
standing next to Gazrick that's been taking
This is
meeting minutes.
I take. Is there an open window on this floor?
Not
Oh,
on the
no.
floor. They're welded shut.
It hits
That
the welded
already is
shut
concerning.
window.
no.
Mm.
Let's
So-
just do the thing. The sooner we do
So-
the thing,
And
the
listen,
sooner.
also, we do very little. So all that we really have to do is, and Gosrick, I think this may sort of largely fall to you. But
Uh-oh.
have you met the chief engineer?
I haven't. I haven't had a chance. There been so many orientations and sort of other onboarding processes that I haven't really had the chance to know. Well, I don't know what my actual job is yet.
That's
I-
okay. It's probably
yeah.
better that way.
Okay.
So I think the chief engineer is also in on this, and so we need to, apparently they're locked, trapped in their office. We need to go release them, and then they hopefully will initiate some sort of summoning, which we may or may not be required to participate in. And then Bob's your uncle.
No. That's a different heist, my guy. We're doing a slippery dodger.
Slippery Dodger.
Okay.
So,
This is less of a heist and more sabotage.
Okay.
I mean, it's a heist as we steal the chief engineer from their office.
We're just
Well, I
supposed
mean,
to let them out.
Gosrick, it seems like that you made some friends on the ship already. Maybe one of them can just coax the chief engineer out of their room.
Well, let's just see. I mean, what's going on? Is he locked in? Is he sort of bound
You
away?
would actually know that a little better than us.
Haven't
I
you
was
been
told to
have you been
let them
engineering?
out.
Let them out. What?
Mm-mm.
I haven't been to his office, but I think I'm supposed to have a one-on-one with him in like 15 minutes. We could go check it out.
I like that, Mike. Great. It's great.
You'll do it. Let's come on. You know,
Yeah,
it'll be a 6-on-1. It's good. It's fine.
Right, lead the way, I guess. Also, we should definitely not probably just like meander around crew areas dressed like this.
No, they haven't given me any trouble. They kind of, it's okay.
I
Bad
mean, really,
luck.
can they stop
What's
us?
the difference between crew and passenger? Are we gonna have that conversation right now? Is that what's happening right now?
All right. Let's go. Show lead the way.
You are
Basil.
perfectly. You could do work in all your outfits, and you would look great doing it. Come on.
I'm not working in this outfit.
Technically, we are working right now. We're on the
Technically, I was
clock.
gonna say, yeah.
Gazrick,
Fine, manual labor.
you lead the party to a set of stairs that go down to the undercrew quarters. The construct that guards this hall, or the sort of end of the foot of these stairs, scans your credentials easily, and goes, "Aye, captain," and like waves you
no.
through. And then its eyes, kind of scintillating with purple light, fix on the next one. Greetings, esteemed guest. This area is for cast only.
No,
That
my
just
friend.
came right for you. Okay.
It's okay. They're with me. They asked for a private tour, and so as my duty as a crewman, not a passenger, I am entrusted to make sure I give them a proper tour of the home.
Make a deception check.
I thought you were gonna say that as the construct.
I was waiting for it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try this with advantage beforehand. I'm just gonna say it. It's
Believe
a 2.
it's a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
good God.
19.
Gosh.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
phew.
We are
This is what we burned
really.
them. This is why we burned them.
Yeah. You see a hatch open on this massive armed construct, and as it does, it removes from it 4, 5 little hard hats
Yes.
and says, please wear the designated protective equipment when walking in cast only areas. Please remain with your assigned crew member at all times. No photography or recording equipment allowed. Please dispense your weapons in the appointed foot locker. And it like motions to like a locker that's like on the ground next to it.
We're not wearing any weapons.
It's good. They're okay. It's all decorative.
Where
Come
in
on.
these
Where
skills took
would they
hours.
even no like where would we even have that?
I think it's really directed at Celise, guys. I think we know.
And Celise is like,
we know what's going
it's-
on
no,
here.
yeah, no. Celise has got basically perfect posture today because
Make a stealth check as you walk by. So we see how well
oh
you
God,
hide the sword in your.
my worst.
This is your specialty,
stats.
right?
You
Celise?
got this.
You're super good at this.
Oh no.
Do you want an enhance ability before you roll through?
Yes.
Absolutely. I got you. I got you.
What does that do again?
You get
Advantage.
to advantage on it. Because I think it's
blessings.
Yeah. Oh, I will spell slot that.
Blessings, because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, cat's grace.
Woo.
Yeah, get that
Mhm.
cat's grace.
Shout out to Jasmine's set of dice. It gave me a 21.
There we
Yeah.
go.
All
Yeah.
right.
Sir, this construct doesn't mark that you're carrying any weapons. Its eyes kind of like cast a dull purple glow over each of you as you walk by. It does reach out and adjust the hard hat on one of your heads as you pass by, making sure that it is on correctly. And then it goes back to like it rotates its head around and just like returns to its station.
Celise is just like, this is not even gonna fit over my hair. Why are we doing this?
It's
Yeah, Virgil's
protocol.
kind of
It's
like-
Go down and
protocol.
we can.
he's brought his crescent moon kind of like to hold it on top because there's a lot of
Yeah.
hair
Oh,
up
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Didn't
Ken's
even
just
notice that
holding it
I
above
don't have
his
a
head.
hard hat. It's a whole thing. I'll talk to the owner about it later.
No, but
No,
don't.
specifically,
'cause we're
you will
gonna
Wait.
not. That is
burn
the-
it all
right.
down.
I'm sorry. It's been a whirlwind of a day, guys.
You
It's
really
been
got
2
into character
hours.
very fast. I mean,
I
we
was-
have been on this ship for a few hours, and you are already so deep in.
It's tough once you're the union boss. A lot of people depend on you. They
How
require
did you
to
get
be-
elected
got
union boss?
It was a tough
I-
day, guys. I had the real runoff. It was really hard, but
I
I'm
appreciate
glad
your
that
hustle, man. I appreciate
With
your
you-
Thank you.
what?
Shaka
I
gets it.
do.
Wait, who did you have
I-
to run off with? A construct?
No, it was Mirzak. Honestly, it's pretty
Yeah.
I
unfortunate
can't be
between
mad
us
that
right
Gosrick
now.
unionizes literally everywhere he goes. I
No,
can't be
I
mad
can't
at
be
it.
upset.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
glad he unionized. I was just wondering, like, who was the runoff?
All right,
Mm.
let's go.
Here in the bowels of the ship, you're surrounded by heavy machinery that is pounding, ticking, and clicking away, massive gears around you. You can hear the gentle thrumming of the mechanisms that keep this sort of paddle in the back of the boat, propelling and moving it forwards. And you also hear like the sucking sound of air being pulled in and expelled around you as you realize that there are a number of sort of bladders around the bottom part of the ship that kind of keep it stabilized at all times. And so occasionally the air bladders on one side will inflate to kind of gently right the ship and occasionally deflate to bring it back. So it's always perfectly aligned, like as it needs to be.
Cool.
You see a number of constructs going about their jobs. You also see a few humanoids. You do get some side eyes and looks as you're walking around, but then they see that you're with Gazrick, and so clearly everything must be above board. You see him get a few fist bumps and back pats as people go around. Congratulations on the election. You know?
We all won. We all won.
Nightmare. Nightmare.
As everyone goes about their business, and you know the path to the chief engineer's office, and you find it. You find your way there. It is not a very pretentious office. It's just very simple. There's a simple wooden door with a simple wooden plaque on it that says, you know, chief engineer. And when you try the handle, it opens easily.
I'm gonna just step in, guys. Go. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, you first.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of thought this might be a little more difficult than this.
Usually, you spend a lot longer in front of the doors. I'll go through.
Before Gosrick goes in, do we hear anything coming from the room?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Dice are not happy with anyone today.
None of us.
That's why I'm rolling real
come
dice.
on, 11, really? Why? Oh wait, is that 11?
Yeah.
11. Yeah. You hear the sounds of the engine kind of thrumming around you are so loud that you don't hear or see anything kind of coming from the office that would seem amiss to you.
I mean, maybe the difficulty is just getting the summoning done without anybody seeing the summoning. Maybe the retrieval of the chief engineer is not meant to be a challenge.
Or, I
You
mean,
said let
worst case
it-
scenario,
You said
someone already killed
like,
the chief engineer.
That's bad.
Well, that was not the job. The job
Yeah.
is to let the chief engineer out. Let
I'm
the
saying
chief
worst case
engineer
scenario.
out.
Someone else already did that. They stopped
Well, I think
us.
if we'd been here for this long, surely somebody would have noticed the chief engineer was missing, Gosrick.
Sure. My experience on ships says that is not
Oh
necessarily
yeah, no,
true.
I know that's an absolute lie, but whatever.
I was like, what?
Like, has
We
anyone
walk- I
checked?
walked
Has
through the
anyone
door.
checked that? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, let's see what's waiting.
Right.
Yeah, as you walk through the door, you see a desk sitting empty with an opposing chair. The wood of the desk is worn a little bit as though it's been well loved. Like I said, this is like a union boss's office. It is very unpretentious. There are metal cabinets kind of lining the walls around you. There's some heavy, like very large tools to kind of tend to the machinery that have been unceremoniously leaned up against the wall as you come in. There's like some coat hooks with workwear on them, and then these tools have been kind of laid on the floor next to some ink, or I should say oil stained boots. The desk is littered with papers, but there's no one in here.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so couple of possibilities. Chief engineer escaped. Chief engineer is what we're meant to summon. That's it.
Can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, what are you investigating?
To see if there's either signs of a struggle, foul play, if there's anything like on these papers
Yeah,
that are
for
just
sure.
kind of splayed around.
I'll give you help.
Uh,
I'd love to help you on that.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Sure. Are you rolling as well, or are you giving me advantage again?
I'm gonna give you advantage this way.
Okay. And Dahani, what were you doing?
I was just gonna help too, but if Gosrick is giving you advantage, then I'll roll one on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, I will give Tahani advantage.
Oh yeah.
More enhanced.
That is a 19.
19.
I moved one sheet of paper. That's how I helped.
I got a 16.
So, Celeste, as you're going over the papers on the desk, at first they just seem like schematics for the boat, schematics for the engines. But as Gazrick is moving the papers around, it probably is a little bit annoying to you as you're like, I was looking at that. You do notice that one of the papers he unceremoniously shoves away looks different to you. You grab it.
Mhm.
And as you do, you see plans for a construct. a construct trained to mimic the movements of a wizard from Waterdeep.
I'm reading it and I just look at the others. So one of these constructs might be pretending to be a wizard or thinks it's a wizard. I don't know if its name is Gale.
Can I?
All the windows in here were sealed, so it's probably not any wind. You're fine.
Yeah.
That's
Is it very good? Is it that it thinks it's a wizard, or is it that it's going to go through the motions of the summoning that I don't know anything else about?
I mean,
and I'm like looking at it more. I'm
You
like,
and I are
oh.
not the ones to answer that question.
No, with my 19, my human eyes see.
I remembering the conversation from Yara, it was that one of the wizards under Laryl's purview complained about having ideas stolen. This goes far beyond that. This is
It
how
does.
actually, now that Celise has found this, Dahani, can you take a look at this diagram?
Yeah.
How detailed, like, because for constructs, I'm like, how detailed can they be? Are we talking like Westworld, or are we talking like Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the spectrum of constructs. we're
I
working with?
could have said the
Terrifying.
Hall of Presidents at Disney World and terrified everybody. Okay.
So just a
Fair
diagram of
enough,
stick
fair
figure that
enough.
says does
Right.
wizard stuff.
Yeah. Do I need to make any kind of roll to kind of determine how intricate this is?
Give me an Arcana check.
Cool. Can I have advantage because I tried to be an artificer for a while?
That's why I gave it to Dahani.
Yeah.
Yeah, my once upon a time one level of artificer was not going to help me here.
I got an 11. It was almost a 17.
Nice.
Oh.
You, with an 11, you don't understand the intricacies of how this works, but you know that it's not a simple construct.
Mhm.
Okay.
The mechanisms involved, in fact, are a marriage of spellcraft and machinecraft. Something
Ooh.
almost proprietary in nature.
I don't know what that means, but this looks real complicated. It's not just gears and stuff.
By chance, is there a logo or initials on this paper?
Yeah, the initials are an AS.
Aha.
So it wasn't just stealing ideas. It seems like it's stealing a lot more than that.
Oh, we should
Oh.
totally kind of ruin this person's day, right? That feels
Telling
right.
you,
Yeah.
greater good.
Also,
Very
with
good.
the 15, Dahani, you noticed that there are scrape marks near one of the steel lockers by the back wall.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, my gaze will kind of travel from this paper that Virgil is holding in front of my face to the locker. And kind of like bird-like, she will literally go like head cock, look, go, and then point. That don't look right.
Oh.
Hmm.
Is there blood or just scrapes?
Just scrapes,
Or
like something that's been
oil.
dragged across the
Okay,
floor.
like towards it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's have a look inside.
I was gonna say follow it to
Yeah.
wherever it is, and if
Yeah.
it's a locker, open it. Yeah.
Yeah, no ceremony.
Mm-mm.
There is a inactive construct that looks like a gnome, kind of like sitting completely powered down inside. And on the door that you open, one of these steel doors that you pull open, on the inside is an infographic that says, in case of emergency, activate chief engineer.
Oh.
Ah.
Now this all makes sense.
Does it?
Well,
No.
A little bit more.
Eh.
Can
I look-
any of you all, not me, I lost all my magic. figure out what exactly this thing does when activated? We know it mimics
yeah.
wizardry, but do we know in what way? He says, looking at the spellcasters in the party.
I can try. I mean,
We
I
would
can do
just
an
have to-
Arcana check or
Why would-
like
what-
look at the
Yeah,
diagram.
yeah,
Well,
we're gonna do an
Yeah,
art-
definitely.
art
But
check,
in case of emergency on a
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask. Does this mechanical gnome look like the schematics that are on the desk, like that were okay?
Oh, that's a good clarification,
First
though.
and foremost.
Because
auto clone.
No.
Really, yeah.
Would Celise have recognized it with that 19 looking at the schematic and then to this construct?
Yeah, I think Celise not only recognizes it, but with a 19 is quite high. I think Celise would also know that this is a construct that's been trained to not just mimic the behaviors of someone else, but is almost trained on their work.
Oh, so it's an
I
AI.
am so mad at you right now. Oh my entire god.
Oh, so it's I can't think of a single site right now.
Oh my gosh. So okay. Okay. Oh.
Okay. So what wizard did it train on? Or is this multiple wizards that it's trained on?
I mean,
Okay.
do we really want to know if it's been trained on
Nope.
one thing? We should just
Nope.
get rid of it.
It said in case of emergency, activate the chief engineer.
Mhm.
Yep.
How many different things on a ship would constitute an emergency that you would need a replica wizard to fix?
Mm.
Acts of gods.
Mm.
So do we murder the robot on the way out? Is that the plan?
Well, it's a construct. I don't know if we can murder it per se.
Well, here's
Um,
the thing. If we want to get the job done at the same time as we want this thing to stop existing, we start it and then we let it do its job and then we save the boat.
Well, but we don't want to save the boat.
No.
No,
I think,
that's what I'm
yes.
saying.
Oh, got it.
We make sure that the damage is done.
Got it.
Then
Save all the passengers.
save the boat.
Because that's how we
Right,
save
right,
the
right.
boat. We save the
Right.
passengers.
Very
That
good.
feels
very good, very
okay.
They paid their
Um,
money.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Does this infographic give any more information as to exactly what this thing does?
I rolled a 22. Is that enough for me to just like flip them
Arcana?
on? Yeah, or an Arcana.
Yeah, you think with a 22 you could turn him on?
Cool. I do that. I asked the group. I think I could turn them on. I think I could just activate it.
That is growth, Gosrick. Checking in before acting.
Asking before just touching
I
a
am
thing.
so
appreciate
proud
that.
of you.
Guys,
I
guys,
think
honestly,
we should try to turn it.
a few months as a golem will really have you introspective. It's really a good time.
It's good for you. Good for you, my friend.
Good. Just me? Don't want to try it out? Don't want to try it
Please flip the switch.
out? Okay. Flip the switch.
The auto gnome hums to life, and as it does, it gives you a curt little, like, tink, like a, what is that called? Salute, and
Farming.
goes, "Greetings. I am Salzin Lamont, here to solve your problems. How may I be of service today?"
We all look at Gosrick.
Oh, I look at Kent.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Are you experiencing an emergency?
Mr. Lamont, will you give us just a moment?
Of course. In
Okay.
case of an emergency,
Mm-hmm.
simply say, "Activate emergency protocol."
Can you tell us what your emergency protocol is, Chief?
Its mouth opens and out rolls like a long, thin curl of paper
Oh, that's upsetting.
with words printed on it.
I swear to God, if we have
Don't do that.
I'm looking at this thing, but nowhere does it say activate the emergency protocol on it.
look at
emergency protocols.
Okay, well.
Do not stay here. You will be safe. You are in the capable hands of Salzin Lamont.
I am frantically reading the thing that it spit out before Gosrick activated it to see what to expect.
Give me an investigation check. Actually, since you're doing this quickly, give me an intelligence saving throw as you're like peering through the document.
Wow.
we're really throwing Gosrick overboard now.
What is today?
Genuinely can't
It's
roll
bad
above a
rolls.
10.
Hey,
it's a
you have
9
inspiration
total.
too.
I used it already.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
No, I used it on the deception so that Charity would know.
We'll do couple reading then.
Yeah.
It's 18.
You see,
There you go.
you see his hands shaking. You grab it and you help. And with an 18, that's actually quite good. You read that the emergency protocols have been recently changed.
Oh, good.
You see change logs and updates. An 18 is enough for you to see that this autognome was originally training off of sort of the machinations of a different engineer, a different construct engineer, Salzin Lamont. But then you see access codes shift, and it has instead been training off of a different wizard, Certainty Drawn.
Okay, great. Love.
Okay.
Are we
So,
good?
to answer your question, originally its emergency protocols were to test all of the evacuation devices and ensure the engine is in good order. But now its emergency protocols involve essentially sending out a distress signal to all of the other constructs on board, gathering them in one location, and convincing them to create a god of their own making.
You know, we gotta go.
We got to go?
We gotta go.
Okay, we got to go.
What? Why? What's Certainty's plan?
Why?
You know, just I believe that we I kind of want to see it, honestly, but I really think that we should see it from a distance. They're gonna it's gonna call the constructs and they're going to create a god. That's the plan.
That explains why Certainty couldn't tell me which god. I get it now.
So I would say last call. And
Yeah. What was that, Shaka?
Trying to gather some of the people on the ship.
Yes, that as part of last call. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So who do we? So we need Laryl's deputy, and we need what was your friend's name, Gosrick?
Mirzak, guys.
Mirzak.
And we need like the other like 16 people on this boat.
And Laryl's steward.
Yara Leon.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think Gosrick, maybe spread the word that the crew needs to
Evacuate.
did we see if there were any emergency vessels like lifeboats? Yeah. Yeah, Gosrick, get the crew.
I'm on the crew.
Rally that and
Well, we gotta time it right. We can't, because otherwise the insurance won't kick in, and that definitely feels like a real ironclad part of the plan.
As you're saying this, Kent, you see the autognome buzzing about its business, going,
Right.
Salzin Lamont has been made redundant. I am the new and improved Salzin Lamont. I shall make another Salzin Lamont in my image. And you
Oh,
see
good God.
the tools in the corner and begin like disassembling footlockers to create a shittier version of itself.
That's great.
uh-huh.
Oh,
Amazing.
That's awesome.
You shall help me spread the word. We are the new and improved Salzin Lamont, trained upon the findings of Salzin Lamont. There is no moral or ethical dilemma with this. And
Sure.
From that point of view, yeah, I bet not.
it makes, which is not anything like the original autognome, that one starts to make a new one.
Oh, it's time to
It's
leave.
gonna
It's time to
get
go.
really cramped
This is
in this
getting
office.
weird.
Mhm.
Gotta go.
All the automatons are gonna come in here. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
weird.
It's
You know, it
protocols
felt
to send-
impressive at first, but now I just realized that there's really no creativity at all in what this
No,
thing
and
is doing.
The more you look at it, the more
you
odd
realize, like,
it's gonna.
it's just
Yeah, it's not. No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it feels impressive until you pay attention.
That
It's a
does
cancer.
explain
It's all
the
it
big
is. It's a
arms,
cancer,
the
right? Yeah.
fingers. I thought
There.
the fingers were useful for making drinks, but now I'm just okay. Yeah.
We
Okay.
should go. We should go.
We should go.
Yes.
I think we
moves.
try to run back to
As
at least the main
starting-
category.
Run back.
Yeah.
Kent, your finger, your pocket gets hot again.
Certainty. What is up?
Did you do it?
It being the chief engineer?
Yeah. Did you? Turn it
Yeah.
on?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You just the evil cackling on the other end continues. For
That's
about
how you know it's a
your-
drawn. That's how you know it's a drawn.
That's exactly. Yeah, you all can hear the cackle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Needs work.
So much like your dad. Yeah, on, ready, and
Poisoned all of its data. It's gonna sink the ship.
you did. I gotta tell you, some of the replicas it made,
You
real janky.
Hussy Amberlin. How dare you cross me?
This feels a little more personal than I realized, but you know what? I'm gonna still stick with the greater good of the city thing. So we're gonna like round up some.
Listen, me
yeah.
and Salzin went to school together. We had to read those freaking books and write those papers. And she thinks she can just come in and use a little scrying stone and program a robot to replace him?
You know, the more you tell me about her, the more I'm just
Literally
really into
told
your
you this
plan.
Last night, I
No, I-
literally told you, and you said we should sink her ship and collect the insurance money and make this entire scheme where you buy it right before it sinks and you insure it for double. This was like literally your plan.
I am, first of all, impressed with myself. But second of all, just gonna say that if I haven't said this to you already, it was the champagne, but like I want you to, you executed this and really should get the credit, at least as far as like the other rivals are concerned. So maybe that's all that needs to be
Will
said.
they be jealous of your genius? 'Cause
Let's
it's
go
No.
with yes.
so good. Okay, I'll keep it under my hat, but
And
let me tell you, your champagne ideas, great ideas.
I feel like they should be supervised more, but honestly, I'm not mad about this one. I just feel like they might be.
What?
Gosrick wouldn't. Gosrick will totally be on my side.
Listen, if we started litigation, it would last for years and stuff, and we'd have to prove intellectual property theft. And you told me that would be a waste of my time and money, and it's just so much better to poison.
And that's true.
data.
Listen, that whole system is rigged for people like Miss Star over there. So honestly, it might have been champagne induced, but truthfully, this sounds exactly up my alley. So yes. And we're going to now, I will say, like, the other people on board, like, do feel kind of like innocent bystanders. So we're going to go round them up while your delightful little autonome does his business. That
Okay.
makes it sound like he's taking the poop deck, but all right.
Listen, you made a lot of fart and poop jokes yesterday too, and I tolerated them, so I suppose I can tolerate them more.
I do apologize. Like, that is also a drunk Kent thing. Great ideas, terrible poop jokes.
Yeah. You also kept saying champagne makes me fart, and I was like, I know, I can tell.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was
Fine.
We are really close now, aren't we?
No.
Okay. We're gonna go round people up.
She hangs up on you.
Damn.
That is a
Wow.
Kent is not used to being on that end of the burn.
Certainty
think he
said no
likes
to
it.
parasocial relationships.
Sit. Anyway, we're gonna go get the people now, and Kent's not gonna think too hard about how Certainty doesn't want to be friends.
Did we hear this conversation?
No, it's in my head.
Oh,
No, I just
damn.
think we're interpreting it from the face journey that he went on talking.
And the body
And it
language.
was
Ah.
a journey, let me tell y'all.
I feel like the only thing we actually heard was that no and then click.
Sure.
And then we just
Click
saw.
ascending stone. How do you even click that?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think she just said click.
Had another sending stone. And...
Just
And then Kent's reaction after that no told us everything.
oh my gosh. So yeah, we as long as the crew is safe, and I guess we should save some of the noble chumps, rich.
No.
I mean, at
idle
least the one that works for Laryl.
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah,
we
yeah,
should
they're-
probably-
Yeah.
yeah, we should. Yeah.
The rest
All
of
right.
them,
All right, let's gather them up to the lifeboat embarkation decks, and we'll get things moving.
As you go towards the stairs to go up to the deck, you notice that the construct on guard has actually activated its own emergency protocols, as this call has kind of been sent through, almost as though by like some type of psychic magic, throughout all of the constructs. It extends its arms, like almost as though they were retractable the entire time, to block the stairwell,
Oh.
and says, for your own safety, you must remain in your chosen quadrant during emergency protocols.
no,
Please move to your nearest emergency exit.
no.
Locate nearest emergency exit.
Error.
Fair enough. Kent walks into a wall and then realizes that he's too hungover to use Ghost Walk and cannot become incorporeal, and says, well, that was my only idea.
And Celeste just smiles and reaches behind her.
Mhm.
I mean, she still has her sword.
Yeah, the robot wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stun it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, it's
You
currently it's
stun it,
game
I'll
one.
You stun it, I'll cut its head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it.
Ding the lily.
Yeah, go ahead and
Oh, wait.
give me a deception check just to see if you can catch it off guard. 'Cause
Heck yeah.
it'll just automatically hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. This is Dahani at level 7 when her charisma is a 7.
Nice.
Minus
one!
Yes,
It's a
negative
minus one.
Wow.
Dahani
can I-
yells, I'm
Perfect.
gonna punch you.
The opposite of a
God.
feint. What is the
I
opposite
remember-
of a feint?
Literally
remember
says
those
out loud,
days.
I'm just gonna stun it.
So can I try something?
Yes, of course, of course. You can still attack if you want. It's just
No, I've got a better idea.
free. Yes,
I've
go
got a
for it.
better idea. I'm gonna Misty step behind it and shove it down the stairs.
Oh, so smart.
Love it.
Well, that's
Okay.
lovely.
Yeah, give me an athletics check as you shove it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
man.
perfect.
Oh man.
Your set of certainty dice have been very kind to me, so I'm using them again. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's a 21 because I have a +4 in athletics.
Oh,
Yes.
dang.
Well done.
Yeah, you all see Celeste turn into mist and reform behind the construct. And as she does, she kicks it down the stairs with a force that sends it flying against the machinery on the other side of you. It gets caught in the gears and is almost immediately disassembled into nuts and bolts.
Well, that's certainly better than stunning.
It occurs to you that if it had attacked you, a similar fate may have befallen any one of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
With these massive pistons and gears kind of like metallically crunching around you.
I didn't think about that when I said I was gonna attack it.
Onward.
Yes,
Heads
let's-
up.
onward.
Let's
Before we can
roll.
get crushed by the gears beneath us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way to the upper decks and you notice now that a lot of the constructs are gone. And in fact, as you're watching, you see a grate over a vent on the floor kind of slide aside, and as it does, the bartending construct just kind of like hovers above it and then gets sucked down almost through a pneumatic tube as the vent then covers it again. You realize this is how they get around the ship.
Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
Clever.
But
Shame
the
we're gonna blow it all
deck
up.
seems now
Mhm.
oddly empty of any type of constructs.
Feels like that'll make this easier.
seems-
That's great.
Seems pretty much what we were expecting. We're not sure
Yeah.
what the time scale on this is, so we should probably keep moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have we seen Yara?
Yara.
Give me a
Yara.
perception check.
Looking for the flesh bags
Oh,
we want to
no.
keep
Oh, yeah.
around.
How are the other
Perception.
passengers reacting to the sudden movements of the
Ooh.
constructs?
I think
That-
most of them haven't noticed it yet. A lot of them are looking out
Right.
at the ocean.
Love that for them.
A lot
That's
of them are
great.
Wow. Like these people, I did not do great on perception. I got a 7 that time.
Yeah, you don't see Yara at a first glance.
Huh. Well,
Mm,
I'm gonna look for Mirzak. The same
Mhm.
role.
I'm gonna start looking for lifeboat situation.
yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
I got a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the half orc you were talking to earlier, but you don't see your new friend, Mirzak.
Yeah,
Mm.
this guy will know. Hey buddy, captain coming through. And I try.
You know what's going on with the bots?
Yeah. I was had a conversation with the chief engineer. And they are
Oh.
on the fritz, my
Chief
dude.
engineer situation?
It's a chief engineer situation.
Oh my
It's
God.
kind of
Okay.
above our pay grade in a lot of ways. And if you want to make sure you get your pay, we should kind of make our way out of here. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be
Oh.
a motion of we should get to the boats quick before some of these rich folks these people who don't care about the crew. You know, they set the difference between passenger and crew. They make a real delineation about it. Let's make sure you get on the boat first, all right?
Do you think that this is gonna like you don't think the chief engineer can fix whatever's wrong with the bots? You think this is gonna
No.
We
I'm
we
sure-
can't be too careful.
It is an emergency situation, and we should probably follow emergency protocols for crew.
Mhm.
So maybe we should evacuate.
Oh, I thought the emergency protocol was to activate the chief engineer and then the chief engineer directs us and we just do whatever the chief engineer says, right?
Oh,
We did that. We did that.
Mhm.
But like Gosrick said, the chief
Oh.
engineer is a little bit on the fritz.
You're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we should have really started, it seems.
Yeah,
that's
chief
probably
engineer
true,
broke.
Yeah, the chief engineer
Yeah.
broke. Yeah.
So I
Well,
think
what happened to the person that the chief engineer was modeled on?
Oh, that guy's not on duty. He didn't.
What is-
I don't think-
Was he a religious sort? Because the chief engine, the bot was spouting something about gods, and I've pretty far gone.
What happened to the engineer? Because after they made the chief engineer, they demoted the other guy to the engineer. But what happened to him?
Is he still here?
Did certainty mention that the Salzman
No.
was still on the ship?
No.
Is it?
I can honestly say I don't know.
Maybe he can fix the. Maybe he can fix the. Maybe he can fix the chief engineer.
Where
That
might we find him?
Wasn't he in the office?
Oh
no, no.
We need to get off this boat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why don't you help
Took
us
us-
gather up the rest
it
of
was
the
a-
people?
You
was a
grab the
journey.
people. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll get navigation.
Great.
Lucy in hospitality to take care of hospitality.
Thank you.
I think Greta is in housekeeping today. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to hit up Greta and you want to hit up engineering,
I got it. I'll even
All
talk to. Yeah. I'll talk to Greta. I'll make sure everyone makes it back to the boats first.
Greta's been fucking up lately. I heard we almost ran out of towels, but
It was a real moment of short staffing. It's not on Greta's fault. It's really
to
not.
die over that. Like Greta has fucked up a lot today, but still, you know.
Ugh.
Okay.
Nothing to die over, right?
I'm just saying I can't even look at her. But I'll take care of navigation. I'll take care of hospitality. You take care of Greta. I just can't look at her right now.
I got Greta, and I'll put her in the farthest away boat from you. I got you.
The
Don't
leakiest one. Put her
the
in
leaky. Oh, you're a bastard.
Sorry,
I
are
like
there
this.
degrees of leaky on the life? But you know what? I don't want to know.
Now I have concerns, but okay.
Nope, it's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Tahani, why don't you and I and anybody else who wants to come with us, we can go start getting the boats down to the deck and ready for boarding.
All
Yeah.
right.
Has anyone
I
seen
guess-
Yara?
Oh yeah, I should probably oh hold on a second.
Maybe Yara is sea gazing.
I'm gonna go look for the crew. So
are we all
yeah.
above? Are we above deck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Virgil actually casts like gust around himself, and as basically an action because of Storm Sorcerer, then begins to fly above everybody to try and spot Yara from above because now based on the conversation, like Virgil's not sure if Yara tried to do some sneaky stuff themselves as well, or hopefully it's among the crowd. So yeah, just a perception check from above the crowd.
Yeah.
Dice, don't fail me.
As you're like sort of surveying above, you can get advantage on this roll since you have like a sort of eagle eye view.
I love it when he flies like that.
You have got to be kidding me. Yeah, so that's a 5 because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
I love these hungover rolls. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
This is yeah.
As you kind of take to the skies, the light reflecting off of the ocean around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That is-
bright.
That is too real. Okay.
You don't have your sunglasses or your Advil, and so it just seems like it's like it's boring into your soul. The solar energy from the sun reflecting off the waves. It's beautiful, but also you're just having a hard time picking Yara out in the crowd.
I got a little more brown. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. All right, then yeah, after basically getting like mirror reflected by the water, Virgil kind of slowly sinks back down. Like I couldn't just
While I'm lowering lifeboats with Kent, I probably will be doing the same thing, but from the ground level. So
Yeah, you notice as you start lowering the lifeboats, people start to panic a little.
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah, you start to see people kind of jostling around as they ask, like, what's going on? What are you doing with the lifeboats?
We're lowering them.
And a rather drunk Aarakocra comes over and is like, what are you lowering them for?
Because you, sir, are too inebriated to fly. Get in.
Give me
Charisma 7, baby.
Mhm.
yeah.
Such finesse.
Which role did you?
Intimidation, but you only
Intimidation.
take a 10 because this Aarakocra
Because
is
we
very
can't
drunk.
roll higher than that.
Yeah.
Right. All right, dice. I rolled a natural 20 for an
Now.
18.
Right now. This is when we needed it. This is when we
This
needed
is-
it, and it
this is
came
the
through.
critical
Thank you,
moment.
D&D Beyond. Thank you always.
I
Yeah.
think I said there's only 16 passengers on board. Yeah, with the nat 20, not only does he get on, he brings his entire team of soccer hooligans with him. Like, all,
Well,
The
like,
toughest bunch.
never. Let him
guys,
deal
it's
with the
so
boat.
hard. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, we're getting kicked off because we're really too drunk. I don't want to be on this stupid boat anyway, because you're going to give us an open bar and then be like, oh, you're drunk. Stupid. He goes and
Stupid.
sits on the boat, and 5 other drunk humanoids follow. Most of them also Aarakocras, all wearing water deep jerseys.
I was gonna say they got the
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, we're gonna have an open bar, but don't
yeah.
stupid. They all go and sit.
Oh, I feel called out, but okay.
Oh, I love it so much.
Right?
Great.
Oh my god. You know what? As they all get on the boat, like there's nothing stopping them from drinking. I just throw a bottle of liquor at them.
There you go.
Here's your open bar. Lightless.
Wow.
Deuces.
Wow.
Flight risk. I love that.
I love it. I love it.
Well, that's 6-ish of them down.
As the crowd is thinning, do I see any sign? I mean, it's 10 people, so like, do I see Yara like
Yeah.
anywhere now?
No, you do. You see Yara actually making his way towards Celise, like kind of walking at a determined clip from the far side of the boat towards where you all are near the front of the boat with the lifeboats. And as he does, his very fancy lacquered shoes kind of clip-clopping against the wood of the deck, he says to you, Lady Celise, I'm not quite sure what I just witnessed, but the constructs seem to be disassembling each other and creating a monstrosity in the engine room.
Yes, and we should go.
So we're not going to, I'm going to trust your word on this.
It's complicated, weird things I can explain on the way to shore. We should just go.
I must confess, I was not able to get any evidence of industrial espionage while I was down there. Instead, I watched a rather grisly ritual take place.
Hopefully, I think I still have the paper that shows the making of the other wizard. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, we should leave. It had 4 arms and 6 heads, and they were worshipping it as a god.
Yeah, we should go.
We should leave
right now.
And
oh look, I just got another lifeboat down
onto the boat.
I usher Yara into the boat, and I'm looking toward the others like, y'all come in.
Did you find? Yeah,
I arrive with
I'm waiting to hear about from. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. They follow me like a
You're the union leader.
I'm the second coming. And I'm here with all of them behind me. And guys, see, it's really, really a wonderful day. I wish we could extend our context longer. Make sure you get severance out of this, because that really needs to be done. This is none of your faults. Like, this is not on you. It's truly an act of a god.
Gosrick, do it on the boat.
Okay. And if y'all ever need recommendations in the future, here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card.
You notice that to them, this is a walkout. They're like,
sure.
Yeah, low pay, we won't stay. Low pay, we won't stay. And they're like,
ship,
they're marching off. Yeah.
Like literal sinking ship.
Yeah.
Great.
No, I mean, that actually would be, that would be fit them well if the ship were going down, but they were still on the job when it has. So this is very good timing.
Yeah.
Very good timing.
I feel good about all of this more and more as it goes on.
Yeah, they walk out.
Yeah.
Perfect. And yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, the captain, guys, I'll see you on shore. I think I have to go down with the ship.
No,
I think that's
I literally scoop him.
The half
throw him overboard.
Half-orc's like crying.
Somewhere in the distance, a violin starts playing
Like,
"Nearer My God to Thee."
Yeah.
He like scoops you up. You're the best captain.
I know, man. It's okay. Hey, man, I live in Waterdeep. Just come by. We can hang
And
out.
shoving them onto lifeboats.
I'm gonna name my first kid after you.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do
Please
that.
don't do that.
No,
You can do that. That's okay with me.
it's not okay with us.
You're so brave. You know where the
We are brave. We won tonight, guys. We all won.
You see, like a lot of the crew crying as they get on the ship.
Kent sneaks to the other side to like lower one of those lifeboats for us so that they don't see Gosrick leaving the ship.
Perfect. All right. And then I'm gonna cast a big fog cloud for us on the way out so they don't see us.
Oh yeah, that's very good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real good.
Dogs rolling in.
Yeah, it's cool.
So they don't see that
Fog
the captain
rolling
didn't
in.
go down with the ship.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear a hat from now on, so they'll never recognize me again. No way.
You get into your small automated boat.
Mhm.
You see a massive construct come tearing through the deck of the ship, formed of the disassembled bodies of the smaller constructs absorbed within it with far too many fingers. It says, it just like you hear like a shuddering screech of metal on wood as it's like crushing the ship underneath it. And it says in like a thin metallic voice, "We are Legion."
Hey, should we be worried about what happens if that thing makes landfall?
Nah, it's about to be 10,000 legions under the sea, my guy. We're out of here.
Push him overboard.
This whole time you wouldn't let me throw him over, and now you get to push him overboard.
The pun.
We'll
put
bring
us
him
over the
back so
edge.
you can do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
right.
there
That's
you go.
okay.
He earned
Yeah,
that
I'll
one.
come
He
back
earned
up.
it.
And the rivals return to Waterdeep, triumphant.
Like,
That's how we do triumphant. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I feel like we were
It's
more
fine.
like minions in this than anything else.
Well,
As long as the
apparently I
paycheck
was the
goes through.
mastermind of it all. So
Uh-huh.
You bamboozled all of us. We're gonna
And
have
myself
a hard
included.
discussion.
myself included.
This is what happens when we drink.
Amazing.
I love drunk Ken.
So much for joining me, rivals. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
Eugenio,
you.
Brian, Latia, Sharif, and Masood for bringing back your iconic characters. Go check out the new Waterdavian skins for these amazing Idle champions. Thank you, Lauren and V, for helping out. And thank you to our moderator, Gabe, and everyone in chat for hanging out with us tonight for this ridiculous one shot. I love this configuration of people. So I apologize if my was a little off the rails. I always keep it fun and funky when I'm kicking it with the rivals. Last time I turned them into kittens.
it was
Oh,
great.
great.
Listen, I
It
know
was
you have a script to
fantastic.
read, but I got to stop you for just a minute to say, as the only person who has ever DM'd this crew who isn't
Yeah.
part of this crew, thank you so much, Jasmine. This was
Yes.
incredible.
Well,
Thank you.
This is
Oh my
awesome.
Yeah,
You're
this was
very
great.
welcome. I'm so honored to have been your DM. And yeah, thus ends Aquatics Incorporated. The AI is coincidental.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah.
God.
See.
And see here, I thought it was a play on the other thing.
I thought
and
it was the other thing too.
Layers.
Exactly, yep.
Like onions, guys. Layers.
It's an onion, y'all. It's an onion.
So good.
That's it. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you when we see you.
Bye, y'all.
Take care.